Hey guys, welcome to our third session of Dragonheist. Hope you guys had a good week. Last time our group was given the deed to a old inn, and as a quest reward, as their Volo was a little strapped on cash, so we decided to give them the deed to a house or a manor slash inn. That should have equated to a lot more gold value than he was going to give them. They checked out the house and agreed to the deal, signed over the paperwork, and started getting to work cleaning up the house a little bit. Upon cleaning up the house a little bit, they did find out that they might have not been alone in the house. More studies to be figured out about that. As well as they made their way around town, looked for some jobs, looked for any bounties or anything like that were up, and did find some news about two drow that were hiding around near where they were living, causing some trouble. So they're looking into that a little bit. Haven't got too much information on that yet, though. They made friends with the rats that are in the house. They now live in the spare room. And they went ahead and settled in for the evening, having another meeting from a small visitor that just wanted to let them know about their establishment, who came and gave them the news about the Emerald Enclave and told them where it was, and then went on their way. And they went to bed for the evening. So, we are in the morning. You guys are waking up. Anything you guys want to do as you wake up for the next day? Food.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys can make your way down to the at the who's waking up first?
Me.
All right, how early are you waking up?
Fairly early. I feel like Azra doesn't really sleep in.
Okay. So she gets up early in the morning? Is she working on breakfast?
Yeah, she'll make breakfast again.
All right.
Very not great breakfast, but
Give
she'll try
me
her
that
best.
that sweet survival check.
Okay. Yeah.
Nailed it.
It qualifies as food. Definitely not the best thing any of you guys have ever eaten, but it's food. It's kind of like when you go to a a mess hall and you're looking at the food and you're like, I know this is food. It doesn't taste like food, but I know it is food, and I'm gonna keep eating it because I need sustenance.
It's kind of edible, guys.
Yeah, you know what it
Okay.
is? It's very it's edible food. It's just very, very bland. It's like eating bread that just wasn't quite cooked right.
It is very edible.
Kurt also wakes up early, mostly to study his book,
All right,
and then he'll come down, take a plate.
you come
Just
down
gonna-
and you smell the smell of overly cooked sausage.
He's
I will
smelling
nod
all
in resignation.
this very delicious food. He's just gonna come down, grab a seat, and say, "So, could I have a second portion for my rats?"
Didn't you get bread for them?
They eat a lot of food, so
Fine, but we'll have to go and buy more groceries, probably.
okay. Next time we go grocery shopping, I'll come with you.
Okay.
So, what are you guys planning on doing in the long run? For the aspect of the bar or anything like that? Are you guys planning on trying to fix everything up and getting it back in service, or just getting everything in a situation where it's more livable?
I think we should get the bar back in service so we can try to get some money going from that.
Yeah, but then we have to run
Yeah.
a bar.
I mean, I can
Or hire
cook,
someone
obviously. Yeah, or we can hire someone.
I'm sorry, I had to let it out. After the 6.
Well, if we hire someone for the bar, they might as well cook us food too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me a. Let me think. Anyone who wants to, you can go ahead and give me a. I'm trying to think of what check it would be. Just a general intelligence check. Just kind of looking around the place and thinking about. Apparently, Burstuck is the only one who's. Okay, there you go. Some people are knowledgeable about costs. So, Burstuck, once you make your way down there and you overhear the conversation and everything that's going on, and Illyria as well, you guys estimate that between getting everything fixed up, getting the place cleaned, getting some new tables in there, getting new product, getting, stuff that you could actually sell, you're probably looking at around total cost with work around 1,000 gold.
Probably need to do some saving.
And you imagine
Probably
like that would be
support.
1,000 gold over the entire innovation, so you could obviously pick up jobs in between the time, but that's roughly what it would cost.
Yeah.
And that's still not including either. You're fairly familiar with the fact that most businesses have to have licenses and stuff like that, so you'd also have to reach out about that and figure out how much those would cost as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Larry definitely didn't think of that side of it. She's just like, nope, we definitely don't have enough money to do what we need to do to get this operational yet.
Not to mention looking into the licensing and everything else, and considering how much regulations this place likes to have, probably got some
Mhm.
rules.
Oh yeah, they did hand us rules for something else.
Yeah. Well, we can start with this bounty that we have. Keep trying to find
Yeah.
those drow. Although it's daytime, so that might be harder now.
We got this bounty from the bounty board, yeah?
Mhm.
Mhm.
That was the only other one. There was nothing else.
Well, I mean, if it's daytime, at least we know probably where they're not going to be.
Out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Burstuck, as you're sitting at the table, you hear a voice enter your head for a short moment. Woman's voice, fairly confident. As you hear the words, "I'm Vara Safar of the Black Staff. If you're interested in working with us, I heard that you recently had some dealings with Rainier. He's a friend of ours. If you're interested, come to the Black Staff Tower in the Castle Ward at once. Bring your friends if you need." You can respond to this message.
All right. I'll finish breakfast first, but yeah, sure.
You guys
Does he
watch
say
as
that out
Burstuck.
loud?
You watch as Burstuck in the middle of eating his food just kind of stops for a moment, and then goes back to eating.
We're gonna go to Blackstaff Tower.
Right now?
Why?
Why?
Oh, you can finish breakfast first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll lead on a job.
Oh, that makes sense.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Can I look around? Does it look like anything while we went to sleep has been moved or changed while we were sleeping?
Looking around, there was you guys remember when you went upstairs that most of the table or most of the chairs were sitting on the ground. As you guys get into the tap room this morning, all of the chairs are turned up on the table.
Are you guys sure we need to hire someone to take care of this place?
Look, they can help, but I don't think they can cook.
Hey, Ghost, can you cook?
Really don't want to come back to a burnt down house.
That's a
But on the
question
bright
of if
side,
you're able to.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think
asking
they
you to
can.
do so necessarily.
I don't think they can cook on demand, though.
at least they don't do chair pyramids, just upside down and useless for no reason.
A pyramid would be cool.
No,
Oh, come
No.
on. You can climb to the top and sit on the very top one.
no, it's not structurally safe. It's just a nuisance.
Well, I mean, taking them up off the floor does make it a bit easier to sweep.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. But like, they just put them on top of the table, so it's nice, it's easy, you just flip them back down when you're done. It's not a pyramid. Or like an upside down couch for no reason, you know?
Fine.
Yeah, I can think of no reason to turn a couch upside down.
Well, if you were gonna sweep under it, but
Why not just move it? Those things are big.
that would also work, yeah. Anyway,
To
either
clarify,
way,
you get no
so-
response from the ghost this entire time.
Okay.
That's fair.
Well, I'll clean up my breakfast stuff then while we wait for
Yeah, I'll just
everyone to
finish
be ready.
eating and
Yeah.
get everything ready and just wait.
Let
Sounds
me
good.
let me feed the rats first before they get angry, and then let's go.
Remember, they eat in their room now.
That's what I taught them. And I'm just gonna take out my scraps in the second plate of food, all the way to the spare room, and just feed the rats.
You can do that. You toss some
Oops.
scraps. You toss the give me a animal handling check. Not a chill touch check. That's different. We're not
No, I
murdering.
was trying.
I know.
I was trying to read it and I clicked it on accident.
All right. Yeah, you have no problem tossing the food in. They eat the food that's there.
All right. Oh, be good. And then I exit the room.
All right. Exit the room and start to head back downstairs. So, you guys gather back up. Tables are clear. Dishes are clean.
I would like to leave an unclean dish in the sink area. I want to see if the ghost will try to clean it while we're gone.
Sure. You can do that.
So I'll just dump one without cleaning it. I'll not clean my plate.
Sure. You can definitely do that.
Okay, is everybody ready? All
Yep.
cleaned up? Okay. Anybody know where we're supposed to go?
Blackstaff Tower.
Give me an investigation check. Anyone who's looking for where you need to go.
Oh, look.
That I roll okay on. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Astra and Burzduck. You are aware of a Blackstaff Tower. You've seen it as you guys have been traveling through the city for the past couple weeks. It is actually a fortress and a wizard training academy that is in the castle ward, and you know exactly where it is.
Cool. Well, let's get going then.
All right, on the way.
Yeah, let me do this as well. We're at it. You grab the Watersdeep map, and I'll add that to the. Go ahead and add that just for flavor to one of the maps, so we can drag you guys over there when we're in travel. Let's save. We'll save that to there. Do, do, do. Up there. Alright, give me 5 seconds and then we'll be ready to go. Page details, remove, where is it? First remove grid, there it is. Remove the width. Alright, there we go. There you go. So, you all know that you guys are up in the North Ward. I apologize if the map isn't super high quality, but it's good enough. To clarify, you guys are roughly around here. And you know that you have to travel south to get to where you need to be. And being as you do know where it is, it doesn't take you too hard to find it.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find a higher resolution map as well. So, you guys start heading through the streets, making your way to the tower. It doesn't take you very long with those investigation checks to find the tower. You find it's a fairly large fortress / wizard's tower, in like relatively the middle of the city. As you approach it, you approach the front door and find a large front door, constructed of what looks like some sort of very old wood. As you go to knock on the door opens in front of you. As you find a woman standing ahead of you. You know, I can just drag your token on here. That'll be easier. I'm not gonna... There we go. Oop. As this woman is standing ahead of you. Hello.
She's smushing the city.
She's pushing the city. I've been waiting on you. My name is Vajra Safar. Pleasure to be of your acquaintance.
Aye.
Greetings.
And you all? Gives you a motion, like asking for your names.
Names. I'll raise my hand again and just say Leary.
I'm Burzduck Molten Quarry.
I'm Heath Verdant.
Silas, hi.
I'm Alistair.
Excellent. Well, it's lovely to meet you. My name, again, is Vajra. And if you have anything that you need from me, feel free to ask. I run in one of the people of the Black Staff, as well as a member of the Grey Hands. If you want to follow me as well, I have some business that I actually need some help with.
All right.
As she will take her time, lead you up, lead you into a corridor where you can see some. There's a few people kind of doing some basic training in wizardry as you watch as they look to be casting some sort of spells with varying levels of success. Many of them younger. You're looking at some of them all the way down to the age of like 7 and 8 that are in there working. As she leads you up to a very slender staircase that goes up spiraling. Walking up to a solid brick wall before she places her hand on it, and you watch as the brick wall just kind of caves back in and just kind of draws backwards. As it does, you watch as the stairs ahead of it also flatten out for a short period of time to allow entrance into this hallway. As she motions for you to move through.
I do.
Upon you guys making your way through, she turns back and places her hand on the hall as it recedes back closed. And she makes her way down a decently long hallway. This hallway looks significantly longer than the tower is outside. As she walks for about 20 to 30 doors before arriving at a door with her name on it, where she opens it up. When she opens it up, you see a room far bigger than the doors were spaced apart. As she makes her way in, allowing you guys to follow, and then using a small corporeal hand that's behind the door to shut the door behind you all. As she takes a seat at a decently sized desk with a library behind her, and motions you all to 5 chairs that sit before you.
I'm gonna take the first seat on the left.
I take one of the back seats. I want if they're in a line, I want the outside. If they're like there's some in the back, I want the back.
Want the furthest away? Got it.
Yeah, that one.
I'll
guys-
take the middle chair.
You guys take your seats. She then leans forward. So, I hear that you helped Rainier with a certain situation. And we've been looking for, well, people who are looking to join us here, as well as possibly someone who wouldn't mind doing a little job for us as well. It'll pay, obviously. We're looking for.
I'm certainly looking for work.
That's wonderful. That'll help us out a lot. And if any of you are interested in joining our fine establishment, then upon completion we can have another conversation about that. For now, I look for a man whose name is Halim. He was a monk who lives in a cave on the side of Mount Waterdeep. Ask him what he's heard about threats to this city. He used to be a contact of ours. However, we haven't managed to... I haven't been able to contact him for a few days. Try not to annoy him or overstay your welcome, but just ask if he has any information for us.
Is that it?
That's it?
Sounds easy enough.
How much would this job pay?
Um, 200 gold?
In total or each?
Well, in total. It's a fairly simple mission, going to find someone.
Alright. Just verifying.
Yeah, I don't have any objections to this. Anybody else?
Yeah. I'll be
I
fine
got
with
nothing.
that. Can you tell us approximately where we can be finding that on Mount Waterdeep?
I'm not quite sure. Ask the locals around. They should be able to steer you in the right direction.
And the name of this monk again?
Halum. I'll go ahead and type that in chat for you all.
Halam. Alright. So find Halam in his cave. Ask him if there's any current threats, any threats we should be aware of threatening the city.
Yes, that's what we need.
Alright. Anyone else have any questions?
What are the
No.
gray hands?
What was that?
What are the gray hands?
Oh, we're an organization that lives in the Blackstaff. We're a group of wizards and practitioners of magic. Usually doing a bit of security force and security work around the town that requires magical influence.
Okay. That's all I had.
So I think that's all our questions.
Well, best of luck, and hopefully it goes relatively quickly.
Yeah.
All
of
right.
course. All right. I stand up and go back to the door
Alright.
and try to go back down the hallway where we came from.
Right. As you make your way to the door, you step to the door, and as you open the door, you find yourself looking at the street ahead of you.
Whoa, this place is weird. I go into the street.
You walk
Can't
out and
wait
you
and
find
see if he
yourself
dies.
at the entrance of the tower.
He's not dead.
No, you just walked out
Alright,
onto the
Illyria
street.
goes, she just didn't like it.
That's convenient.
Weird.
So weird. Okay. Well, I guess we ask around for where Mount Waterdeep is.
Hey, you guys, it's not too much of a problem to find where Mount Waterdeep is. You know it's north of the city. It's one of the only mountains in this area. You guys make your way there.
Yeah, I was
Um,
actually the other thing I was going to say is if anyone knew who this Lum guy was.
No, it's time. Oh,
No, and I don't
okay.
think any of you would have. I don't think any of you would know who it is.
All right.
So, as you guys make your way down there, go ahead and give me a perception check. So, guys, make your way to the mountain. All right. You guys make your way on the way to the mountain. As you guys are traveling along the road, you run across a couple of different people, a couple of different travelers that seem to be making their way towards the north gate, as you guys have already left it. Finding the mountain is fairly easy. You can see it from the city and make your way there down the road. As you guys are traveling, you come across two individuals. Two individuals wearing look to be some sort of adventurers. They have a lot of climbing gear on their back.
Is that they're going the way we're going, or coming?
They seem to be traveling the same direction as you guys. You guys kind of happen upon behind them.
Should we have brought climbing gear?
I don't know.
Kind of say
Nah,
out loud.
we're fine.
Alright.
Why don't we ask them?
Be A-okay.
We could just ask them.
Ask them what? Why they have climbing gear?
That would be a start, yeah. Hail! And I'll call out to them.
One of them turns around. Clear skies. How's it going?
Going well. You two headed up to the mountain?
Yes. We had we're looking for something. Given a task by someone to look for something up at the top of the mountain.
Interesting. We're looking for someone. Have you heard of somebody named Lum?
Lum. Possibly. I believe he's heard stories of a monk that lives on the mountains. I believe this is who you're speaking of.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think we would need climbing gear to get to him, or is the mountain traversable without it?
It would be a little bit of a rough climb, but you could get there without climbing gear. He lives in a cave about halfway up the mountain. He kind of points towards roughly there's a crest between kind of two mountains where two mountains meet. He kind of points there. It's just there, kind of in the center between the two. He's about halfway up from there. It's traversable. It's a little bit of a rough climb, but you can do it.
Well, that's mighty helpful. Thank you.
Of course.
My name's Silas. I appreciate your help, and I'll extend a hand.
Oh, lovely to meet you, Gregor. He shakes your
Safe
hand.
Travels.
Nope, you as well. They continue the way. They start to as you guys get closer towards the mountain, the road kind of veers off one direction, kind of closer to where he points. They start to head the other way, towards another section of the mountain.
Can I make out where the cave that they were pointing to is from this point, or is it?
Yeah, I mean everyone who saw where it was, go ahead. You guys can make me a survival check. But between a lot of you guys can make out where roughly he pointed. It's pretty easy to traverse it. You end up getting to a point where you have to break off from the road. It's not too far from the mountain. When you arrive there, the mountain looks relatively traversable. There is paths that you can make your way up. There's sections that you're gonna have to climb to get to the other paths, but it looks like you can probably make it pretty easily. It won't be a problem for people to make it. It'll take a toll on you just looking at the places you have to traverse to. So is everyone heading up?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and everyone give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. That was the wrong
saving
one.
throw, not a check.
Yep.
Is this like a climb upwards, or is this just kind of a difficult terrain to? Get around?
It's just difficult terrain to get up. It's definitely passable by everyone. It's a little tiring. All right. So you guys all make it up. Illyri and Azra, the journey was a little bit rough. You guys do have one level of exhaustion from traveling up it. But you guys are up there.
All right.
To clarify, that gives you disadvantage on skill checks.
I have an exhaustion thing set up because raging frenzy and stuff.
Yep. Actually, I can just turn the exhaustion thing on to Azra's sheet. That'll work.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Show exhaustion tracker. There you go.
Where is it?
Middle of your character sheet, under hit dice.
It's right under hit die, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, you guys make it up there. You find a small mouth caved. The mouth of the cave is probably about 6 feet high. But it's decently sized. None of you will have issues trying to walk through it or anything like that. As you make your way into the cave, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Crap.
Great. It's very dark in this cave, but you all who have dark vision have little issue making your way through it. As you eventually find your way to you make your way through the cave that kind of winds a little bit into the mountainside. After about 2 or 3 minutes, you find your way to a small campfire. In front of it, you see a relatively slender man. Looks, even from this far away, looks relatively aged as he sits there waiting. look up here from here. It looks like to Burzduck, Heath, and Illyri. It looks like he has his eyes closed as he just kind of sits in front of the fire.
Thing.
Hello there.
Welcome, children.
Night. Are you Hulam?
This is I. How can I help you today?
I mean, we're here on behalf of the Grey Hand and the Black Staff, asking if you've seen or heard or know about any present threats to the city that might be infringing or they should be aware of.
Yeah, opens his eyes for a moment, unfolding his hand. Do you have any proof this is where you're from?
I mean, I don't know, did Vazir give us anything?
No, she just sent us on our way without anything.
I can describe her who sent us in the place.
Go ahead and between the lot of you, you can pick one person and they can take a persuasion check.
Not me.
I really heavily suggest you don't let Burzduck be the one to try to do the persuasion.
Same.
I could. Yeah. I'll persuade him.
Great. Go ahead and roll your persuasion check. Great. Between the mention of Vajra's name and as well as the mention of a couple of different aspects, he nods his head. All right. I have had a bit of information that I've been waiting for her to send someone to get from me, as I have closed myself off from prying eyes if they've been causing issues as of late. Let her know that the evil's twin hides its face for now. Expect that to change before winter's end.
Evil's twin hides is faced for now?
Evil's twins hides its face from here. I'll copy and paste it.
Evil's twins hides its face for now. Oh, okay.
Apostrophe S on the evils.
I expect that to change before winter's end.
There you go.
Okay, I wrote it down.
I thought you were talking about leather. All right.
Okay, everybody remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Let me think. Go ahead and roll me a history check. Anyone who wants to.
That's my jam.
All right.
Oh, that really is your thing.
So, Burzduck. Evil's twin is a reference. It's a reference to something you've heard rumors of. One of the founders of the Zenitarum was a wizard by the name of Manchun. And there's been a rumor around that he had to leave to go on a trip over an amount of time. But he did leave a clone of himself behind.
All right. He's gonna mull that over. He's gonna chew on that for a bit.
Right.
But like his expression will be kind of like you'll see it as like okay. I think I get what you're saying.
The rest of you guys have no idea. You're like Evil's twin. Cool. It sounds like a riddle that he's just giving someone.
So,
Is there anything you else need from me?
do you have any other thing to report, or is this just it?
Are you gonna give us something to prove to her that we came from you?
Well, this is a bit of an odd message to just come up from nothing, I believe. She should know what it means, though.
Okay. I sure don't. Okay, sounds good.
I'm confused too, but okay. Let's.
This is all I found in my studies for now. I will keep looking into the dealings around town and see if I can find out more for her.
Well,
In the cave.
Do you
I
know?
can say already the Zents are still up to some sort of tricks.
Do you know a lot of what's going on around town?
There's many things you can find in solitude.
Do you know of two drow causing issues?
There have been clouds in the vision of night that have caused disturbances in the streets to many.
Do those clouds hang over any particular taverns? Sorry.
No, you're fine. He looks to you. They linger in places untouched for long periods of time, keeping watch over them. You can roll me an insight check if you want to try to figure out what he's trying to say.
Our house is old and wasn't touched for a while. They live in our basement. Really bad at hide and seek.
Alright. A couple of you feel like, first Exilus, you kind of feel like, for one, this man loves speaking in riddles. And, for two, it does seem like it's possibly somewhere around town. You do know that Troll Skull Alley does have a lot of places around it that are abandoned or have been unused for a couple of years.
All right, that
So-
helps out.
It might help you in your search for them, possibly.
Thank you.
Of course. Safe travels.
I do that
Right.
awkward human thing
Thank you
where it's
much.
like, you too. So he's not probably going anywhere.
He gives you a chuckle. Continues to he watches, he closes his eyes again and refocuses on whatever he was meditating on.
What? I didn't
take a
press
rock.
anything.
How dare you press an insight check?
Can I take
My
a
hand
rock from
wasn't
the
even
cave?
anywhere near it.
Sure. You find a rock that's fallen off of the ceiling.
Wait, I'm gonna give this to the lady when we get there. Proof we came here. That's how this works now.
Yep, sure that rock will be convincing.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right, well, let's head back.
All right,
Okay.
we're walking back.
Down the mountain.
You guys make your way down the mountain. It's easier to go down than it is to go up. you guys don't have any issue making your way down though, and make your way back towards the city.
Yay, city.
Easiest quest ever.
Yeah. Feel like there's gonna be some catch to it.
Oh, so the thing he was talking about, guys. Evil wizard made a clone of himself. Figure this clone is like doing stuff while evil wizard's away. So, saying he's kind of staying in hiding for now, but probably gonna pop out by winter.
Okay.
I think he leads the Zents. Or at least the
Sure.
evil wizard leads the Zents, but you know, he's got a clone around. His clone's probably doing stuff too.
What season is it right now?
It's summer at the moment.
Oh. So
We
we don't
got
have
some months. Anyway, I figured, you know, if the monk went to all that trouble to make it all sound obfuscating and stuff, probably didn't want me giving up the jig, you know, in front of him. Probably made
Yeah.
him feel like, you know, I was making him look dumb. I do that sometimes. Feel bad when I do.
I just look dumb all the time. It's easier.
Yeah, me too.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I mean, I'm gonna
Where-
head back to the tower and give me some money.
Hmm,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think we should wait until winter to deliver the message.
How far are we from winter, by the way? What season are we in?
I just said it's summer.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
I'm dumb. It's okay.
Yeah, it is currently not even like the middle of summer, it's like the beginning of summer.
We'd have a
Sweet.
long wait for that.
Yeah, and it's changed before winter's end, so
Well, back
we
to the
got
tower.
time.
So, you all make your way back, finding your way to Blackstaff Tower. What'd you like to
I have
do?
no idea how to get back there. That was like way too many hallways and then none on the way back, and I had no way to cross-reference anything, and I'm very lost.
I figure we just knock on the front door.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll work too.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it simple. Knock on the door.
All right. You knock on the door. As you do, you watch as Basra opens the door. Ah, welcome. Welcome back. Did you find him?
Yep.
I take out the rock and hand it to her. We went to the cave.
She takes the rock from you and kind of gives you a little bit of a puzzled look. Oh,
She wanted
excellent.
something from us to say that we came from you, so this is something that we came from him.
Fair enough. Did he give you a message?
Hi. You want us to give it out here?
No, that's fine for now. Let's make our way back. As she turns towards the front door, you watch as she hits her staff against the ground. You watch as this staff lights up for a short period of time. As you watch as the tower, the exterior of this tower doesn't shift in any way, shape, or form, but you watch as this blurred image forms in front of the door. And shortly after that, you see a hallway. As she begins again stepping into the hallway, walks for about a minute before opening a familiar door to you.
I'm
That's
never
handy.
gonna be able to navigate this place.
Wizards are weird.
Well, Blackstaff's tower is bent to the Blackstaff.
It's cool.
Is her staff actually black? Can I look?
Yes. She is holding a she's holding a the staff is about 7 feet long, completely made out of some sort of black material. You can't even, because of the color of it, you can't tell whether it's wood or whether it's some sort of gemstone even. Go ahead and everyone can give me a history check as well on this. I'm so mean. Making people roll history checks after they Burstuck is good at this. So is Silas.
I really am.
So, you know that Blackstaff is well, the tower is, it's a place in the city. It is also the name of a title. It's one of the, basically Blackstaff is the title for the Archmage of Waterdeep, who resides in this tower, and it became the name because of the staff that went with it, that's been handed down between several people. And for Burstuck and Silas specifically, you all do know that Vajra is the 7th Blackstaff that has ever lived in this city. She is also one of the youngest to ever inherit the title.
Illyri's just like, oh, the staff's actually black. Alright, I'm content.
Burstuck, meanwhile, is going, I'm actually kind of surprised we're meeting with the Archmage.
Well, I wanted to do a simple test. This wasn't a difficult challenge by any sorts of means, but it took you outside of the city, required you to gather information and bring the information back. And it's information that I needed, so. Simple task with simple payment and a decent reward. Fairly straightforward, but you never know some people. So, what was the message that he gave for you to give to me?
He says that evil's twin hides its face for now, but expect that to change before winter's end.
Interesting. We'll keep an eye on them and make sure that we, our eyes have already been on the Zenitarum for a while, so we'll just keep it on there for a little bit. I appreciate the information.
Yeah, we've had some dealings with them too, but you probably already knew that.
I've been keeping my eyes on it. They are an active group in the city, and a very powerful force in the city as well, so there's something to always keep an eye on when you're wanting to keep people safe. Well, I appreciate the information. If you need anything as well, feel free to come by at any point, and I can help you out with information and the such. And if you are interested in joining the Grey Hands over time, do let me know, and I can possibly give you another couple tasks, and we'll go from there.
Well, I know I am. I am kind of a wizard now.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm not a wizard, but me too.
Well, lovely to meet all of you, and I look forward to working with you again. I'll be in contact. Let me know if you get that tower up and running. Tavern, not tower. Different things. That's... She said tavern, I'm just a derp.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright.
Before we forget, could we... Where do we collect that 200 gold you said you'd pay us?
Oh, it's already in your pocket. She motions to Burstuck. As Burstuck, your satchel is a little bit heavier than it was a few moments ago.
Okay, well, I just recorded that now. Yep. Yep, so it is.
Oh,
And
can
you're-
I ask her
Ooh.
about old buildings in the area of that place?
Sure. The Northward, it's got a lot of old history there. There was the tavern, which you recently acquired. There's also a number of buildings that I believe you've already found out about this, but connect their way into the sewer system. The sewer system is one of the primary means of travel for most of the criminal organizations in this city. I don't know all of them that connect to it. I don't really venture there too often, and most of my maps that I do have are a little bit outdated. If you get a name of these two individuals at all, let me know, and I can see what I can do.
We have the name of the two drow, right?
Yep.
Belric. Sorry, I wrote it down. Belric. Lafitte. Trying to read the last name.
Felric Lafine and
Crab
Rebig
Masculier.
Yeah.
Sure. You give her one of the names, and she kind of... Give me a moment, and I'll see if I can give you a little bit of help. You watch as she pulls out a small bluish orb for a moment and kind of focuses on it. This is quite clearly for anyone who might know. It is an orb of scrying. If you know what that is, your characters might. As she kind of focuses in for a moment, you watch as her she closes her eyes before opening them again. As you watch as her pupils are gone for a moment. As it takes roughly about a minute of time before you watch as she closes her eyes and her eyes come back, and she kind of blinks a couple times. Well, the good news is that I can tell you that they might possibly still be in the city. The bad news is that name brings up a picture of a flyer, because I believe it's just a pseudonym. Probably not their real name.
Damn.
Awesome. Well,
So I
thank you.
apologize, I can't really give you any more information. That they should be around some of the Northward area. Look for buildings that haven't been visited. That might be a key. There's a couple of people up there as well that might be able to give possibly more information. That's the best advice I can give you, is ask the locals. They tend to know what's going on around.
Fair enough, thank you.
Of course. I apologize I couldn't have helped more.
Any help's appreciated. No, it's
Yep.
a fake name. That's knowledge.
Of course.
Yeah.
And again, if you have anything else, I'll keep an eye on you. Let me know if you get that tavern up and running. I might come by.
Will do. Hey, do you know who the spirit might be that's in it?
Give me a moment. She makes her way to her back wall. Give me 1 second. Let me see if she might know. Where is her? Oh shit. I'm a scrub. I forgot to make it whisper toggle before I added all of these character sheets. Boop. Boop. Alright. She looks through her stuff for a moment. So the last history that I have on it, there was an individual who lived there. Was not the owner, but more of the keeper of the tavern. And according to this, he goes by the name Liff. Elvish gentleman, I believe. And
All right.
clarify that is LIF for the name. But
All right.
I believe he passed away waiting for the keepers of the tavern to come back.
Oh, that's a shame.
Makes sense, though.
Well, I mean, it seems to still be trying to take care of the place, so I'll make sure to thank him by name this time.
Oh, he still remains in the tavern.
Yep, there's something in the tavern at least.
Interesting. Well, best of luck.
Oh, he's being helpful. I don't think he's anything to worry about.
Fair enough. If you need him removed from the property, let me know. I possibly can help out with that. If he causes problems, that is.
I don't think he's going to cause any problems. Unless someone's rude. But in that case, well, it's on their head.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, have a safe travel back. And, again, if you need anything, just come to the tower and let me know.
Right, will do.
You watch as again
Okay.
she,
Thanks.
you watch as she places her staff onto the ground again. The door opens again as you find yourself looking at the street ahead of you.
Lyra just kind of thinks to herself and be like, what if I had to find the bathroom? What if I had to go? I go on the street. Steps out again.
As you
You're
guys
gonna follow her.
proceed through, the door
yeah.
shuts behind you.
All in all, educational day.
Yeah, we can start poking around some of the old buildings in the area if we want. I mean, how long did that trip take?
Between going down to the Black Tower, heading out of the city, meeting with him, making your way back, and everything, it was probably about 10 hours.
Okay, so it was a long day.
Yeah, it was a full day of travel and everything like that.
Cool. Maybe not the best idea.
No, I mean, you just made 200 gold off of it.
Yep.
By the way, you want me to split that between all y'all?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Alright.
matter to me. I meant not a bad idea for the task. More so, we probably shouldn't go poking into old buildings at night where they rob people. Unless we want to find them, like, I don't know, if we did it in the day, we might be able to find them sleeping. Or something.
Yeah, we should probably ask around, like she was saying, tomorrow and see if we can
Yeah.
get more information.
Yeah, probably.
So, guys, make your way back to Troll Skull Alley on the way home.
And by the way, if I split the money out, everyone can record 40 gold on their sheet.
Cool. When you hand it to me, I'll ask you. So, Brizzlick, do you know how they did that trick? How did she get that money into your pockets? Was it just magic?
No, I mean, I'm assuming it's magic. Could have been mage hand, could have been telekinesis.
Can you do that?
Roll an intelligence check. All right. You could put together a few ways that someone could do something like that. But the ways you're putting together don't really line up with the circumstances. I mean, it could have been an invisible mage hand, but you saw that her mage hand appeared behind the door the first time that you saw it. So it's probably not that. I mean, there's a couple different ways. At the end of the day, she is an archmage, so...
I mean, you know, any number of ways she could have done it, but as for me doing it, I mean, not right now.
I'll bite down on one of the gold coins to check its authenticity.
All right, you bite down. It meets with the resistance that gold coins meet with.
I hope it's real. I'll just put it in my pouch.
I mean, most spells that would have made fake gold, you'll know by tomorrow if it's not.
So,
Just a figure.
what all would you guys like to do on the way home? Just head straight home, or
I am gonna. Are there like any
You
shops?
want to get more
or food?
groceries?
Yeah, we need.
I
some
heard you
groceries.
mention that this morning.
yeah,
I think
there's
there's
a
one more day of food, right?
there's one more day of food left. There is a market on the way back to town. On the way back from the market, yeah, you guys can pretty easily procure food though at the market without a problem.
Okay.
It would cost you for how many days worth of food are you looking to buy?
I think we
How
got
long does
3
food
days
last?
last time.
Just do a
Depending on
week,
what the
or
food
will it go
is,
bad?
with the cellar and everything else, I mean, you could make food last probably up to a week without a problem. Longer if you got some sort of refrigeration method.
Cleaning out the cellar is one of our projects, I think.
Look, I'm not cooking. You guys figure it out.
Okay. Tomorrow I'll try my hand at cooking. Who knows? Probably will be better. Might be
If one
worse.
of you, if I get one more mediocre meal, I'm waking up and helping cook. But
Oh,
I'm
and by
giving
the
it one
way,
more chance.
Hey, it wasn't
there was one thing I
mediocre.
forgot to mention.
It's a poor choice of words.
That was fun for
But-
me.
Go ahead.
But the thing I forgot to mention is when Burzduck sat down for breakfast, he tasted it, waved his hands over it, and then continued eating.
Okay.
That's cheating. Oh, see.
That's fine. So, on the way back from the market, how much are you guys planning on buying? Just 7 days worth?
Yeah.
Okay. With the change of knowledge of how much the rats are going to eat, you go ahead and accommodate for that as well. You're looking at 5 gold for the full 7 days.
I'll pay for that.
I was gonna offer in a gold because we're all eating it.
Yeah, I'll pitch in the
Oh.
gold as well.
Yeah.
No, I'll just pay it all. Don't worry.
You say that until next week, and then the week after, and the week after, and I'm still holding the gold piece up.
Okay, fine. I'll just take these.
So, you guys gather your supplies and start to make your way back towards the manor.
Can I go to the place that looks like a bookstore?
On the way back, the road does pass by the bookstore.
Yeah.
On the front of it, you see again the charming sign with a girl or a golden dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls.
Is it open? Does it look like it's
Yep.
open?
It looks to be open. It's around probably like 4-ish. If you want to look at real people time, not D&D time, it's like 4 p.m. ish.
I want to go in.
Me too.
All right.
Me 3.
So, give me 1 second. So, as you walk in, as you walk in, you hear a small chime go off as you make your way in through the door. Looking around, you see no physical bell or anything like that. As you walk up, about a 5-foot tall dragonborn walks out. Can I help you today?
Just looking around.
Oh, well, feel free. I've books of all sorts. I've created a relatively respectable collection, I think so. Oh, I apologize as well. My name is, they call me Rashal the Page Turner.
I'm Azra.
Lovely to meet you.
He's
Corey of the Molten Corridors.
Oh, dwarf practicing in the arcane. I haven't heard of that in a while.
I'm Heath. Nice to meet you.
Oh, lovely to meet all of you. If you need anything from me, just let me know. I'll be in the back room. I'm handling a couple of special orders.
Thank you.
Special orders? What do you mean by special orders?
Oh, just people who've requested scrolls. You see, I sell scrolls of magic, and so every once in a while people request some, so I just make sure that my stocks are handy.
Good to know. Thank you.
Of course,
And-
of course.
I'll be
Quick question.
just browsing.
What would scroll of comprehend languages set one back?
Let me see. He walks back to basically there's a small a very skinny bookshelf you see as he walks up to it that has hundreds of scrolls, and as you look at it, there's 5 different shelves that he has kind of stacked up. The top shelf having the least number of scrolls, the bottom having the most. Oh yeah, I have a few of them. They would set you back about 25 gold.
No, right? And what about the materials for? Do you have scribe materials here too?
No, of course, yes, I have any of the material you need. Let me
Alright.
think. Comprehend languages with all of that. I believe it's is comprehend language. Oh wait, you're only level 1, so you don't have the specialty yet. It'll be 50 gold worth. I believe that's the right
think-
price.
A divination, right? All right, I can do that.
Well, I was just saying you don't have a wizard school yet, so it's just the default price, I believe, which should be 50 gold, but I will double check that for you.
Well, my specialization is going to be abjuration, probably. So,
Yeah. Just for now, it'll be scribing will be the default price. First level. Process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold.
Wait, did we not level up first session?
No, you did.
Wait.
But
Oh.
he has a level in cleric and a level in wizard.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So he doesn't have the school of magic yet. So school of magic, I believe, can bring the cost down by it's the time, but down by half.
if I do abjuration, I can cut my abjuration spells by half and the cost by half per level.
Yep.
If I went for the scribing, like the wizard that does like all the pen and book stuff, they don't lower the cost, but they lower the time by a ridiculous amount.
Mm-hmm. So yes, it would be 25 gold for the scroll, and then I can give you the 50 gold in the ink and materials for it.
Done. I'll hand over 75 gold.
He hands you a the scroll and the ink in a smallish wooden box. Just make sure that make sure you take the materials out of the wooden box when you get home. Set it beside you, and once it's set untouched for a few hours, it'll come back to me.
Okay, sounds good.
Is there anything else the rest of you need?
I'm just gonna look around at books. I want to look for like anything that's history that could be history around the manor, the tavern,
Sure.
as well as anything warlock related.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
So good with disadvantage.
He doesn't have too many specific history books. Most of them are very, very general. You do find some books that pique your interest, but they're not really on the subjects you're looking for.
If they pique my interest, I'm still gonna look at them.
Sure.
Because I like books.
Sure. You find one book that is let me remember what the group was called, because I'm a scrub and just forgot. You do find a book that's it's called The Tales of the Force Grey. That is a little bit interesting to you because it matches up with possibly the Grey Hand looking over it. Force Grey and Grey Hand were interchangeable terms for the different group. As well as you do find another smaller book on kind of the recent history of the North Ward. Just kind of major events and stuff like that have happened in this part of the city. You're not sure
How
if
much
it might
are
have
these
specifics.
two?
Oh, those are pretty standard copies. I'll charge you a hard bargain of 5 silver.
Deal.
Gives you a nod. And holds out his hand for the silver.
I'll give him the silver.
Okay. He takes it and places it behind the counter. Is there anything else you all are looking for?
Recipe books. Sorry. I forgot that.
Oh, cookbooks. Should have some somewhere around here. He kind of walks out from around the counter, looking at him as well as he's now around the counter in front of you. He's fairly short. You're looking like, again, it's a 5-foot tall dragonborn. They're usually pretty tall by their race. This one's fairly short, but you can't tell if it's his height that makes him short or kind of his posture. As he kind of walks with this cane through the store, you watch as he kind of looks back and forth for a short period of time. Ah, here they are. He kind of points to a couple shelves. You watch as he runs his finger along the shelf itself, and for about the 30 books on this shelf, about 20 or 15 of them just kind of light up for a short period of time. All of the lit up ones, that should help you out. I probably have some more somewhere around here, but these are more of the common cookbooks, you know, easier things to make and the such.
Perfect. I'll go look through the ones that he lit up.
Sure. You look through. Most of them are. There's a few titles that are kind of more specific into things like how to cook on the road, how to cook wild meats and different things like that. You do find a couple more that are more baking and baking recipes and meat recipes. You find one that specifically is it's just called The Good Eats. Most of them seem like all of them would work. They all have different recipes in them. Kind of focusing on different areas between baking, cooking meats, salting meats. Some of them more based out, again, on being in the wild, and some of them more about, kind of at-home cookbook.
I'll just get a couple.
Okay. Yeah, it only costs you, how many are you gonna buy?
Just 2.
2? Yeah, it's 3 silver.
Okay, I'll give him the 3 silver.
Yep. And as soon as you pick out the ones you want, he snaps his fingers and all of the lights dim. Including the ones that are in your hand.
Okay.
Any of the rest of you looking for anything else?
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering if you had any books about druids or anything?
Druidic magic. It might have one or two. It's not my specialty. If you just want stories of them, I'd have plenty of those. Specifically, books on druidic magic is a little bit harder to find.
Sure, I'll take the druid stories.
No, certainly. Yeah, walks over to a shelf. This specifically this bookcase in general, you look as the one on this bookcase is a slightly different material. And as you kind of start to get your feel around the shops, all of the bookcases are slightly different materials to each other. You're realizing, so it makes it easier for him to kind of organize where different things go. These 2 shelves are stories of druids, stories of nature. these couple over here are more informational side of things, and these ones are more stories. I might have one or two magic-based books in the back. They're harder to find, though, so that I usually try to keep them tucked away in case any hooligans want to take something from me.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the ones that might have some magic in.
Sure. He goes to the back. It takes him about 5 minutes. You're waiting there. Before he comes back out. And he comes out with a book. As you look at the binding on it, the binding of this book has been bound with some sort of mud and leaves. Very, very well made, though. As he looks through it, this is an interesting one. It's something that I've had trouble with accessing, but it's some sort of druidic magic, I know that. A friend sold it to me a little while ago, and I haven't really had time to play around with it too much, but you can see as he kind of flips it over, you look as the top binding of the book is bound together with tightly woven, like very small vines, kind of keeping the book closed. I haven't quite managed to figure out how to open it. I mean, I've brute forced it before, but when you cut the vines by magical means or unmagical means, they just grow back.
Since I know Druidic, are there any Druidic signs on the book?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay.
Oh no. You do see druidic signs on it, but it's very ancient. It's something that you don't quite know.
Okay, so
Is it like a language?
yeah,
Mhm.
Druidic's a language.
Can I read it with Eyes of the Runekeeper?
You can attempt to.
I was just curious because if it was a language. Sure.
So, how much for this book?
Let me see. Give me a second. Because I need to be specific on. Yeah, theoretically you could. It is a written language. Oh, well, seeing as I don't really have a purpose for it, I could sell it to you for, say, 2 gold. It's quite a valuable book, but I can't get anything out of it, so possibly you'll be able to, and I can solve the mysteries through you.
That sounds like a good deal, and I fork over 2 gold.
Sure. You, placing your hand on the book, as well at this point, you do feel a strong magical connection to nature just holding the book. It's nothing arcane, it's very, very just pure essence of nature. Let me know if you find anything, if I can help out at all. I'd love to find out what this book's secrets hold. Even comprehend languages doesn't get you very far with it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
Of course, of course.
Do you have
Alright.
anything on dwarven history?
Oh, there's plenty of books on the dwarfs and all of their different cities. Over there in the, kind of points over to a bookcase made out of, what looks like crafted stone that's kind of been, like, almost carved out of the building itself.
Oh, that looks nice.
Oh yes, I make it easy to picture out where things are. He kind of points to the middle 2 shelves. Those 2 shelves should be full of history. Anything you're looking for, not specific personal accounts, but at least general history.
Well, I'll just poke around, see if I can find something that puts me on the right track for what I'm looking for.
All right, what are you looking for exactly?
Well, in his background, Berzduk is actually looking for information about there's an exodus for his particular clan going to where they are in their current mountains. So he wanted to find out more about the previous mountain home they had.
All right, sure. Give me an investigation check. All right. Thumbing through, you find about 5 books that are around the right time frame. That possibly could have the information you're looking for, but you wouldn't be sure until you went through all of it, obviously.
Would Sage help me at all with that?
What is the Sage ability? I forgot.
Generally, it's like if I don't know a thing, I might be able to figure out where I can find it out.
Researcher.
So if it's inconclusive, I think it like says I can
Yeah.
get a lead.
I would say no in this situation. That's kind of what you already rolled for. You've pieced
fair.
together that between these 5 books, there's a good chance they should have the information that you're looking for. It's just a matter of you'd have to take the time to look through all the books and find out the details on all of them.
All right. Well, I was like, I think these 5 might hold what I'm looking for, or at least give me a clue.
Right. Well, certainly. I can sell you the whole lot for about 8 gold, or not 8 gold. Sorry, 8 silver.
Sure. Not even gonna haggle it.
Right. You ever have that moment where you're looking at GM notes on something and I feel like they put the wrong GM notes on this guy's page, but it's fine. Anyways, so you guys get your books. What are the rest of you guys doing as they go into the bookshop? Are you just heading back?
O'Leary was sitting outside drawing in the dirt.
Okay.
I would just be thumbing through, trying to look around without asking the actual owner, but I'm trying to find blank books or journals or something that I could write in.
Yeah. It takes you a little bit, but you can find it has a section set aside. That's kind of a large section of it is spell books that haven't been used at all yet, and then he does have kind of just normal books as well, just normal parchment books that are put together.
I'll grab 2 normal parchment books that aren't magical, and a thing of ink and a quill to write with.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Just to check prices on that, 'cause it's not super expensive. Yeah, you can get all of that for 5 gold between the 2 empty books and the quill and the parchment and everything. Actually, it'd be 1 gold.
Okay, I'll give them 2.
Alright.
And I'll step out after that. Thank you.
Of course, if you need anything else, just let me know. I'll be here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
I much appreciate it.
I head out the door.
Sure. You head out the door.
And I know I'm doing likewise.
Great. As you guys do head out the door, he you watch as he kind of snaps his fingers and speaks aloud. Clean up the shop and go ahead and put up the books that they didn't buy, and I'm going to finish my work. As you kind of ponder for a moment, as you watch as the books kind of just start picking themselves up that you guys didn't actually purchase, and kind of put themselves back on the shelf.
Illyria just thinks everywhere is haunted.
For you who are wizards, you can roll an Arcana check if you want to figure out what spell it is. Sure. Burstock, you do recognize this is it. It's probably just an unseen servant spell.
Yeah, I figured.
Scott's one of his unseen servants doing everything for him.
That one I can do.
Do you think our ghost might be one of those as well, or would it just be unrelated?
Probably not, unless it was a weird special variant that kind of does its own thing. Like maybe a pre-programmed one.
You'd know an unseen servant, for the simplest spell only lasts an hour. So if it was something like that, it would have to be like the entire building would have to be enchanted.
Yeah,
If
that's
it was
kind of
something
where
like that, yeah.
where he's coming from on that is like, probably a pretty advanced variant of an unseen serpent. They usually don't last that long.
You haven't sensed any sort of magic like that either inside the manor.
Yeah, he probably would have taken some time to do a detect magic at some point just to see if there's a lingering magical aura.
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
You don't sense anything inside the manor.
Are we inside the manor right now, or are we still
you
walking
guys,
back?
again, you guys, you make your way past. Most of the houses are, most of the houses on this side of the street, making your way back towards the manor, are shops. Kind of small shops for this and that. Apart from the bookstore, the bookstore is a more exotic shop that you find. You do again see the shop for the, there's another shop as you guys are making your way past it. There's no distinguishing marks or any, like, wording on this shop. There is a small oil lamp kind of in the window that's flickering a little bit. And there's also a orange and black sign that features a cat's eye on the outside as you guys kind of start making your way past it, heading back towards the manor.
You guys want to check it out?
Sure.
Maybe.
Sure.
All right. Do you go up and knock on the door?
Yeah.
All right. You knock on the door. Go ahead and give me a perception check. All right. So, you go ahead and knock on the door. It gives you a couple moments. You kind of listen in for a couple moments. As a human male meets you at the door. Can I help you?
Hello, neighbor. We live in the area. We just noticed this building. We're wondering what was going on.
Oh, certainly. My name is Vincent Trench. As he kind of opens up the door, he just kind of stuck his head out. You find a human male standing in front of you, wearing a very sharp dressed suit, and smoking a pipe. Is there anything you're looking for specifically, or just asking about my business?
Nothing in particular. What do you do?
Oh, I'm a private investigator, as it is.
Very interesting.
Finder of
I'll look back to the party.
secret information and anything people are looking for if they pay the right price.
And, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you find people?
I can find people for the right price, yes.
How much would be the right price?
Well, what were you looking for?
Two drow named Salvrek Lafine and Krebik Mask Ilir.
Probably pseudonyms.
Yeah.
I was about to ask that. Let's see. Well, my usual going rate for an investigation of a people search, are these dangerous individuals or just people who are missing? I'm guessing Drow is probably on the dangerous side.
Yeah, dangerous.
Well, my usual fee for investigation on information is 50 gold.
Can we recall how much the bounty on them was?
Yeah. The bounty was, I think it was 100 gold per person.
Okay.
Seems too rich for our blood at the moment. So, unless anybody else has an opinion on hiring somebody else.
No, but it's good to know he's here.
We can look tomorrow, see what we find.
You mentioned that you're the neighbors. Are you all the lot that just moved into the tavern?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Correct.
No, it hasn't been seen open for a long time. Are you planning on reopening it, or just living there for now?
I think our long-term goal is to open the tavern back up.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, let me know when you have it open. If you don't mind, I possibly could post an advertisement in there as well. I'll probably be a regular patron, as it is quite near my home and business.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an issue with that.
Nice. We could probably use the custom once we get it up.
And again, if you need any information on anything, just let me know. My prices are steep, but there's a lot of dark secrets in this city that someone has to uncover.
This is probably not a dark secret looking question, but do you know if there are any like bakeries near here?
Bakeries. There are a few. He kind of points down the street. There's a few down there that kind of sell more of they're usually open in the mornings. They usually sell the kind of morning donuts and muffins and of the sort. There's a man down there is more of the specialist in kind of the more day-to-day, bread, loaves of bread and things and the such.
Okay, thank you very much.
Of course.
Anybody else want anything? No?
Nope.
Okay. Well, nice meeting you, neighbor. We'll let you know once the tavern's reopened. It'll probably take a while, though.
I appreciate it. Well, have a wonderful evening. Kind of tips his eye to you. You can now make out as well. You can make out in fairly faint lettering on the sign. The sign does read Tiger's Eye on the name of the sign just below the lettering. It's hard to make out. It's kind of carved into it with black lettering. As he shuts the door and makes his way back in.
I'm gonna head off into the direction of where he said the bread bakery was.
Sure. You make your way down the road. It's just it's like 5-6 minutes walk past the tavern. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Heading towards house. Yeah.
Okay. Guys, head into the manor.
Are the chairs down?
The chairs are still up.
I'm gonna sweep.
Okay.
I
That
think
dirty dish still dirty.
The dirty dish is not dirty anymore.
Okay. Good to know. I'll say thank you, ghost person, and
Liff.
Alright.
I'll
No,
put
we know the name.
Liff.
Oh, true, Liff. Thank you, Liff. I didn't say ghost person. I said Liff for sure.
It's fine.
Ghost person Liff.
So, how many of you are all of you going to most of you are going to the tavern. How many people are going to the bakery?
Oh, I'm going to the tavern.
Okay. Right, so just one of you going to the bakery. Got it. On the way, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Not
Alright.
bad.
You do notice that the side path that you had walked down the day before and found the sewer entrance of down here. You do notice that this time there is lights on outside of the shop that had a very peculiar sign with just a large bent nail sticking out of it.
I make note of that and continue on towards the bakery.
Make your way over to the bakery. As you make your way to the bakery, let me go ahead and pull up my information on that. That's the wrong PDF. Right. So, as you make your way up to it, you see a relatively well-kept building, and a sign outside that just says the Golden Wheat.
Okay, is the door not crowded?
No, I mean there's at the moment no one seems to be in the shop.
Yeah. Is it closed or is just
No, it's open.
customers? Okay, I'm
It's
gonna walk into the shop.
You walk in and hear a familiar bell chime to most bells as you walk into a shop, as the door hits a small metallic bell as you open the door. As a smallish gnome, a very, very small gnome actually, walks up. Oh, hello!
Hi there. I've been told that you're a bakery that sells bread. Do you have a lot of bread in stock?
Oh, we specialize in breads and rolls and things to the day-to-day need that you could, just use for snacks or sandwiches or such.
Okay, do you have any cinnamon rolls?
Oh, I don't have any cinnamon rolls, but I could make some for you if you want me to.
Oh, that'd be delightful. If you could make me
Do
some.
you want like full cinnamon bread, or do you just want them in smaller rolls, kind of like more of a pastry kind of thing?
I'll go with the pastry cinnamon rolls.
All right. It'll take me probably about 30 minutes.
Of course, I can
You-
wait.
I was gonna say, if you want to wait or if you want to come back, that's fine. All right. Yeah, she kind of makes her way back behind the counter, and when she makes her way back, like, you just kind of see two folding doors that make their way into the kitchen kind of just move. She's so short behind the counter you can't actually even see her. Looking out into the shop as well, you do see they have like small wood displays and small areas out that have the bread that they have prepared for the day as well, separated out between simple slices or full loaves of bread. Looking across the prices aren't that expensive. It's like 1 silver for an entire loaf of bread.
Okay. While I'm waiting, I'm just gonna look at the druid book and try to see if there are any like flower buds, seeds, or any protrusions that aren't just fine.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Right. Looking over it, you feel a strong nature energy kind of from this book. looking over the different things of the book, you don't find any slots or anything like that where anything could be inserted. You do find a kind of a, it's not a living flower, but what looks like kind of like the painting of a flower on the actual like book itself. The only thing that's actually living still on this book appears to be these vines. That also emit a very strong nature energy from them. The rest of the book is relatively normal. The only other thing that's kind of noted again about the book is the fact that it's been bound together with this leaf binding. It looks like kind of like hardened clay or some sort of mixture that looks similar to clay.
I'm gonna try and cast Druidcraft on the vines to
Sure.
see if anything buds.
You cast Druidcraft on the vines, and as you do, you feel an ability to manipulate them in some small way. You could make them bud if you want to. The vines do react to the Druidcraft.
I'm gonna try to unlock the book with Druidcraft to make the vines unlatch.
Sure. You using Druidcraft focus your way across the binding of this book as the vines separate and kind of form a small, or kind of, you watch as they separate back and kind of fold over the book itself. As they do, you watch as this the normal book that you're looking at, the vines kind of start wrapping around it, forming this new cover. And as they do, they form into the words, the good ivory. And you can look into the book.
Yeah, while waiting, I'm just gonna read the book.
Okay. Do you hold focus on the Druidcraft the entire time?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. You continue to read the book. Go ahead and give me just a general, just get another investigation check, actually. That's what it would be. Alright. Quickly flipping through it and kind of just looking through the information as you wait. This book it's almost entirely written in Druidic, and some of it you recognize a lot of it. Most of it is the common Druidic that you all use at this point. And as you read through it, it's very easy to read. About halfway through it, there's a small section in it. The parchments that the paper that this is written on is, looking at it, is almost tarnished. It looks like it's been almost melted or almost scorched away looking at it. These pages are significantly different than the pages ahead of it. And inside, on these pages, looking through it, it is written in a Druidic that you don't know. It's very similar in the alphabet structure, but it's almost like someone took the Druidic alphabet and removed the concept of words with it. Looking through it, you're looking through it and words don't make sense that have been tied together.
Okay.
The rest of the book, though, just in general talks about a lot of Druidic magic. It talks about spell components. It talks about different events and how different things were used and different ideas for Druidic magic. And most of it that you see is written from, what is the name of this place? Most of it is written from, it seems like forests, a couple of different forests along the Sword Coast. Most of it seems to be relating to a location around Highmore. But there are some sections that are kind of separated out that mention specific manipulations of magic specific to the Forgotten Forest as well.
Okay, so if I like took the time to study this book, would I be able to learn anything?
At the moment, you're not sure.
Okay. Alright.
It couldn't hurt. After waiting, you kind of dive into this and kind of get a little bit enveloped. You hear the door flaps again, jiggle against each other as the little bit of wood that kind of raises between the two kind of goes across. And she kind of hops up on a small stool over the counter. All right, I got your cinnamon rolls ready.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Here's a baker's dozen for you.
It smells amazing. Could I also buy about 5 loaves of bread?
Oh, certainly. Do you need these? Do you have a way of carrying them, or do you need a small small paper bag?
I'm gonna need a small paper bag.
Oh, all right, that's no problem. She kind of hops down and makes her way around the front and gathers up the loaf of bread. The loaves of bread are she kind of wraps them in what looks like it looks like small, very thin pieces of parchment, and places them in a paper bag. And do you want the rolls in there as well?
Yes, please. That'd be really helpful.
She carefully places all of it in two different paper bags. Oh, there you go. That will be a total of, well, it's 5 silver for the loaves of bread and 3 for the cinnamon rolls, so 8 silver.
Thank you very much, and I hand him the 8 silver.
Of course. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Now I walk out the door.
Walk out the door and make your way back towards the manor.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys, after you guys make your way down from the Tiger's Eye, make your way back into the manor. What are the rest of you guys all doing as he makes his way over to the bakery?
Cleaning up the kitchen, putting away all the food we just got.
I swept the floor and then went up to my room and passed out because tired.
All right. You can definitely do that. Where's Duck?
Well, I'm going to be spending a couple hours trying to scribe a scroll.
All right, you spend your 2 hours to scribe the scroll into your spellbook.
I'm going to be giving myself guidance before I make my Arcana check, though.
You don't have to describe the scrolls.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
scrolls
cool.
is just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. There's no checks
Okay,
for it.
Awesome.
Before I go to the manor, I'm gonna head into that shop in the alleyway.
Sure. All right. And then what are the rest of you guys doing at the manor at the moment, real quick?
I'm just gonna be writing in my journal. So one journal I want to use to like basically keep track of what we've done as a party. So I'll just have like really short, almost like bullet points of what's happened so far. So like met Volo, found Floon, like that. And then in the second one, I want to try to communicate with with the ghost person.
Person Liv.
Yeah, ghost person Liv.
Alright.
So I'll leave a note. I'll say like for Liv on the like entry page, and I'll say hello, thank you for cleaning that dish. Can you respond? And I'll like put the cooldown, and I'll just like wait a bit.
All right. Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
All right.
13.
You wait a bit, and after about 5 minutes, the quill starts to lift itself. And simply just writes the word yes. in common.
Okay. I'm gonna pick this book up, and I'm gonna like bring it into the like center room,
Okay.
like the living room or whatever, and maybe we can do this once everybody's in the house. But I just want to like talk and say that we can maybe like communicate with the ghost.
Great. So, we'll jump over to Heath as well, real quick, and then we'll jump back in when everyone gets to the house. Heath. So you walk into this. You walk into this shop. Let me pull up the notes on this shop as well while I'm at it. You think I would have already done that, but I think I closed them at some point. So, you walk up to the shop again. The outside of the shop. You see it's a single sign, a sizable sign, probably about 3 feet, 3 feet by 3 feet sign out front. And all it has is this nail that's been driven into it and bent. As you look in through the windows, you see ornate wooden furniture, bows, crossbows, and that's what you see.
I'm just gonna go up to the door and knock it with my hand.
Great. After a short period of time, does not have a description for this man. Let me see if I can find a description for this man. Nope, doesn't have a description for it. So I'm gonna make it up as I go. So a half elven man walks to the door. Wearing a relatively well-worn apron, small tool belt on his side as well, with a hammer and a couple of other woodworking bits that are hanging from it. Walks up to the door. It's open. You can come in.
Oh, okay. I open the door and walk in with my treats and stuff.
Can I help you?
Hi, I was just interested in what you do, what your profession is, or
Oh.
the shop really.
Well, welcome to the Bent Nail. My name is I go by the name Talslovnar Fellbranch, but you can just call me Tally for short. It's a lot easier.
Nice to meet you, Tally. I'm Heath.
Lovely to meet you. Well, this is kind of what I do. As he kind of motions around, you see very, very well-made ornate furniture. Some of the nicest furniture you've seen woodworking-wise in a while. Bows that are well-made, canes, staffs, shields. Pretty much anything you can make out of wood, this guy has.
Wow, you've got quite a selection, don't you?
Well, I pride myself that if it can be made out of wood, I can do it.
Okay. How much would it cost me to buy some furniture off you, like tables and chairs?
Let me see. Let me find this. Well, for what exactly are you looking for? Chairs, tables?
Well, I am a part of a crew that recently got ownership of Troll Skull Manor, and we're looking to fix up the tavern there, so we need new furniture, like, tables and chairs.
Oh, you all were the ones who bought up that wreck of a inn. Fair enough. Are you looking to outfit the entire place, bar and everything?
Eventually, yeah, we are.
For now, though, just tables and chairs?
Yeah. Looking at the cost for it.
Sure, certainly. Let me think. Let me do the math real quick. Well, for a wooden table, it's usually around 2 gold per wooden table, for my work. And then for chairs, you're looking at usually about 5 silver per chair.
Okay, that's pretty manageable.
Bar can be a little bit more expensive. It's a little bit ornate work more, and it's a lot of wood and takes some time.
What would be your estimate for the bar?
For that, you're looking at something around. You want it constructed like it is at the moment. I believe I remember the layout of the building the last time I went there and it was open.
Yeah.
You're probably looking at around 100 gold.
Okay. I'll put an order in for like 4 tables and around 20 chairs. How much would that cost?
That would be that'll be 10 gold, 14 gold for all of it.
Okay. Yeah. I set down the bag of food, I take out my corn purries, and put down 14 gold on the table. Actually, 15 gold on the table.
Right. Do you need it delivered over there as well?
Oh, yes, please.
Alright, I'll bring it over unconstructed to make it a little bit easier for the tables and everything. It's just at the manor, it shouldn't be too difficult. I can put it all in the cart and have it delivered to you. Saying probably take me 5 days to finish all of it.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much.
Of course.
I was also wondering if, how much for one of your, well, do you do quarterstaffs here?
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's one of my specialties.
I'll take one of your quarterstaffs, if you can make one.
Oh, certainly. He motions over to an entire rack of just pre-made quarterstaffs. There's about 20 or 30 of them, kind of all carved to different specificity. I can't talk right now. all carved just kind of slightly differently to adjust. If you want an ornate one, it's usually costs me about 5 silver pieces. If you want just one of the plain ones, it's 2 silver pieces.
I'll take an ornate one.
Alright. Get an ornate quarterstaff. Costs 5 silver pieces. Has no magical properties, but looks very nice.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I think that's it. Thank you
Well,
very much.
Of course, and I appreciate the business. Yeah, I'll make sure to. What's the best time to deliver stuff like this? Morning, afternoon, evening.
Morning. Yeah, morning. While we're still at the manor.
All right, I'll make sure to have it done then the night before, and I'll have it delivered to you in the morning.
Okay, thank you very much. I pick up the bag of food, the quarterstaff, put it on my back, and head out the door.
All right. You can do that. So, you all meet up at the manor. Him with his large amounts of random things and bread and such. You have no problem putting the bread away or anything like that. And let me flip back over to the manor. There we go. So, what are you all doing? Some of you are cleaning and heading to bed. What are the rest of you guys doing? I see around the time you get back, it's probably been about an hour. So any cleaning or anything like that you guys wanted to get done, it wouldn't be that hard to do.
I'm gonna dust the shelves in my room, put the start of my book collection on it, and then start reading the history book that I got.
Sure. In general, you find, is there anything specific you're looking for history-wise, or just
Anything that stands out about our manor, but I'm really just reading it.
all right?
I mean, Burzdick also would probably be doing some additional cleaning and helping set stuff up, making sure his room's kind of set up. Like, I don't know what all is in those rooms, or if they're completely empty of any furniture.
Most of them are completely empty of any furniture, or the furniture they have in them is broken. Some of the rooms, like the library, does have empty bookshelves, and things like that, but most of them are in decent shape. I mean, like the floors are in good shape. It's mainly just there's just a lack of furniture there.
All right. He would probably check with Azra to see if there's any loose shelves that he could, grab one for his room.
Are these like shelves that are in the wall, or are they ones he can pick up and move?
I mean, he could detach them from the wall, but the shelves are kind of built into bookshelves built into the wall.
I didn't know if they had like freestanding shelves sitting in the
No, most of them are bookshelves kind of built into the wall of the library.
Okay, then I wouldn't bother.
Yep.
I mean, you're welcome to use one of the shelf until you get one in your room if you want. Like, put them in here.
I wouldn't want to intrude.
That's fine.
Here you go. Give me one second. I have a picture I can upload. So to give you an idea of kind of more what the manor looks like, give me 2 seconds and I can add this in there.
But you're welcome to a shelf if you want to leave them in here, so they're not on the floor. I wouldn't want the rats to get them.
Alright, let me make this a little bit bigger. Drop it down to the map layer. Remove the grid. Actually, let me get the size before I remove the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. So that's kind of what the state of the manor is in at the moment. It's a lot of broken furniture, broken down furniture, much of which you guys have taken out most of the broken furniture and broken bits. The bar in general is there. It's not in good shape, but it is there, and most of the rest of the furniture on the bottom floor and stuff like that has been broken. The main things that are still in decent shape is the stove in the kitchen, which you can see, and I did pull you guys over. Yeah, I did. Okay. And the cabinets for like working on stuff in the kitchen. Some of the tables are intact, a good portion of them.
That one room looks like it has a hole in the floor.
It does.
No.
I'm gonna need to have my room fixed.
Yeah.
Yep. That's again why the cost of 1,000 gold is for the whole house though.
Yeah.
That's fixing the holes, that's getting everything carted out, and all of that stuff. And replacing furniture and stuff like that.
We should probably consider buying beds soon.
Yeah, I think that's on the list of things to do.
Yeah.
I just realized why on the second floor of this image I just linked, there's like just a chair just tipped over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not broken, just tipped over for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that's normal.
There's also a chair in the
In the
private
empty
bathroom
room.
upstairs.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know.
It's a
Wait.
private bathroom, but it's just a chair.
Oh, there's not a chair in there.
Yeah. No, on the third floor.
Third floor.
Yeah, that's not a bathroom. The bathroom is right there and right there.
No, I thought he had a private like shower or something.
I think it's just a spare room behind the main bedroom, I guess.
I think it's just a storage
Oh,
room. Yeah.
It's labeled as a private.
Oh no, it
bath,
is labeled as a private bath. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
there's
I don't know.
just a chair.
It's a chair. There's a chair in the bath, all right? You're right. It's a private bath. It's a fancy chair, all right?
I think this
Very
one was a
fancy.
private bath too, right here.
Mhm.
That one was. Since I got back, I'm just gonna be putting away some of the bread, like 2 loaves, and then gonna bring 3 loaves to the rats, toss it to them, and I'm just gonna be handing like 2 cinnamon rolls out to everybody.
We'll go back over here for the sake of ease. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a general synopsis of kind of what it looked like, and I saw that map, and I was like, oh, that's super useful. So, yeah, you can do all that, put your bread away and everything. Silas, do you want to gather everyone up and let them know about the situation then?
Yeah, we would probably meet in the common room, I'm guessing.
This one?
Either that or the tap room.
Yeah, you could either one. You can gather everyone up.
Cool. Yeah, I'll call them over to the common room, and I'll take out that book. I'll like put it. Do we have a table in here?
No.
Nope, just you
Okay,
have the
well,
chair.
I'll just like have the book out, and I'll kind of be like shoving it in their faces and being like, "Look, we can talk to Liv."
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
You see writing in the book that you don't recognize.
Yeah.
You can read it.
I
You just don't
wasn't
recognize
sure.
it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was anything in particular that we could ask. Was it a him or a her?
It was
Uh,
him, I
So,
think.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was anything that we could ask him. Maybe he has opinions on how we can run the house or the manor.
Maybe.
Anything
What
he
doesn't
eats?
he like?
Since we all gathered around, I'm just passing out the cinnamon rolls. Here, guys.
No, thank you.
It's very kind, thank you.
Fresh from the bakery. They're
I'll get an idea and I'll like scribble on the book really fast. Do you eat? Question mark.
You get no response at the moment.
No response. Okay.
Maybe because we're up
Also-
here. Maybe he prefers downstairs.
Maybe, but also, you know that weird shop with all those weapons and stuff that we thought was a blacksmith?
Mhm.
Turns out it's actually a carpenter. So I ordered a bunch of tables and chairs, and maybe at a later date we could order, beds and stuff.
Oh, to clarify, there is a blacksmith as well. That's a separate shop. It's nearby that one. But yeah, there's the carpenter and a blacksmith.
Okay.
Do you
I
think
see.
this carpenter could use some of the broken furniture we have around here as material?
This place is, this furniture's pretty worn down. Maybe, who knows?
Looking over most of the furniture you have and like the quality of the wood, the wood's not in too good of shape. Like even the furniture you guys do have that is still solid, it's like when you go to your grandmother's house and there's that one chair that no one sat in for like 20 years, but it's still there. Where you don't really know if you want to sit in it, but it's there. It functions as a chair probably.
Yeah, this furniture's... It's shabby but usable, but too shabby to be reused.
Okay. So, do you guys have anything you might want to say to Liv, or?
Anything you need?
Give me an intelligence check. Just in general for everyone right now. Alright. You get the feeling overall that Liv can probably understand you guys when you talk. He just can't speak.
Liv, is there anything you don't like?
You get no response.
Lift. Move the fallen chair over in the corner if you eat.
The fallen
Please.
chair in the corner stays where it is.
Is he even here right now?
You know, I should probably think about what ghosts are and that they don't eat, so I'm gonna say, move the chair over there in the corner if you don't eat.
The corner in the chair stays exactly where it is.
I don't think he's here.
I try.
Maybe he doesn't like crowds.
Yeah, maybe.
Or he's
Oh.
downstairs.
No, that reminds me. I opened the Druidic book that, we bought. I bought.
Alright. Now that you look at the Druidic book, it is closed. It is sealed closed again, and it's back to the way it was when you found it.
I cast Druidcraft and open it to show everybody.
You all watch as he cast Druidcraft on the book, and the book, slowly the vines kind of peel themselves back into forming the cover and the spine of the book.
Pretty cool, right?
Oh, that looks neat.
All they see is squiggles. They don't understand the thing.
Yeah, it's
I
completely
can read it, right?
Yeah, you can read Druidic. You look at the book and the alphabet you're reading makes no sense to you, but as you focus on it, your eyes make sense of the letters. It kind of translates into words just above the page.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't actually read it, but your eyes allow it to translate into common, a language that you can
Yeah.
read.
Wait, you can read it?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I can read pretty
cool.
much anything.
Okay, I'm gonna flip to the burnt pages where I can't read the Druidic anymore.
All right. As you look at these pages, Faye, it's not that you can't read them as much as they don't make sense. As you're looking across them, it seems like just sprawling pages of word after word after word, written in a sequence that doesn't make sentences.
I mean, they're words.
Like you go through it and it's like tree, walnut, table, orange, and it's just words. They're just kind of written one after another. There's no sequence to it. There's no rhyme or reason that you can see at the moment to it.
I mean, it doesn't.
So-
I can read it. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, right? I'm confused on why the author would write such a weird book. I think I'm gonna have to spend some time reading
These
this
pages
and
are
looking through it.
different than the other pages. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They
maybe
they
they
look
were written by
significantly
someone else?
older.
I think they were just placed in this book. I don't think they go with the book.
Who knows? But I'm gonna have to take a look at this closer sometime.
Yeah.
Well, anybody else have anything they want to report or something?
I mean, nothing much so far.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head downstairs and whip up something.
Can I see the book that you were writing in for Lift?
Yeah, I'll hand it over.
I'm gonna take it back downstairs, okay?
That's fine.
Yeah, you take it downstairs with you. Illyri,
Yes.
you're upstairs in your room sleeping, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
What?
While you're sleeping.
Nailed it.
All right. You're kind of laying there, just hard passed out.
It was a really tall mountain climb. Hard, tired. Mm-hmm.
That's it. You're still sleeping. You're fine.
All right, cool.
Uh,
I would almost rather sleep through whatever happened.
so the rest of you guys take the parchment downstairs. I take the book downstairs. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna set it on a table and Liff, are you in here?
Takes a couple moments. Before Quill again picks itself up and just writes the word yes.
How long have you been here?
You watch as he it takes a couple moments. And then before he writes down the last date he remembers was 1371 DR. At the moment, you guys are just into 1493, right? I don't remember which. Let me double check that.
Okay.
No, you guys are in 1492. Sorry.
Okay. And then we were told by Vasha, right, that he's waiting for the keepers? Or he was before? I want to ask, are you still waiting for the keepers?
No, you don't get any response from him when you ask that.
Okay.
Do you see us as the new keepers?
You don't get a response.
Are you okay with us being here?
He writes on the paper undecided.
That's fair.
We're trying to fix it up to open this place again. Is that okay?
He writes the word yes.
Well, that's good. Do you have anything for us, Dad?
Anything we can do for you?
He just writes down the word fix.
We're trying. We were told that we're getting new tables and chairs, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just relay that then.
He just writes down the word okay, and then you watch the quill kind of floats back down.
We should leave this here in case he has anything.
Sounds good to me.
Hmm. while they've been talking to the ghost, I've been in the kitchen just cooking up a meal.
Great. Give me a survival check. Are you using one of the cookbooks? This helps.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'll say retrospectively, you could have asked for a cookbook, and you probably are you okay with him using a cookbook?
Yeah.
Okay. You can roll it at advantage
Sweet.
because you're following a cookbook. Yeah,
That works.
going through the meal, you kind of look through the supplies that you guys managed to buy and kind of find a recipe that lines up pretty well with the fresh bread and everything else that's been brought in, and you cook a respectable meal.
I'm gonna be cooking a nice hearty stew.
Sounds good. You cook a nice hearty stew on the stove. It tastes wonderful.
Soup's up, and I bring the pot over to the bar, get some bowls out, and start ladling portions out for everybody.
Yep, you can do that without a problem.
These cookbooks are amazing.
Mm-hmm. I'll take a bowl up to Illyri just in case she wants some.
All right.
Passed out.
You bring the bowl up and kind of knock on Illyri's door and get no response. You hear relatively loud snoring coming from inside.
Alright, I'll go back down.
Do you just leave the food there, or do you take it back down with you?
I don't want the rats to get it, I'll just take it back down.
Alright, you take it back down.
Poor
We
rats.
should ask the Liv if they're okay with having rats in a restaurant.
But the rats are so nice.
Look, I'm sleeping. That's just an idea.
So,
After I eat, I'm heading up to bed.
the rest of you guys, clean up your meals, eat food, and if there's anything else you want to do before the night's end, you can go ahead and let me know.
I'm gonna go up to the rat's room, enter, and I am gonna cast. I think it was Speak with Animals. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, guys. Alright. I have an announcement to make, and that is you all are getting names. Is there any response?
Give me animal handling check.
All the checks. That was with advantage, so I'll take the 15.
Yeah, that's what. They. You're also casting Speak with Animals, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They all kind of line up. As soon as you come to the door, expecting food. They seem okay to the idea of having names, but you're not sure if they're listening to you or if they just want the food.
I'm
But
gonna
they're there.
name them anyway, so I just point to each individual one and say, you're Clara, you're Houston, you're Beth, you're Mac, you're Benny, you're Alfred, you're Pixie, you're Mick, you're Mike, you're Penny, you're Ava, you're Eloise, you're Croak, you're Bella, you're Tora, you're Pate, you're George, you're Whisker, and you're Ivan.
All right, they respond to you naming them a little bit, and they kind of, some of them are a little bit confused, but they are happy to accept food.
Yeah, and I hand them another loaf of bread.
Okay. You watch as between the 20 rats, it takes them very little time to devour the entire loaf of bread.
Oh, and are there like any droppings or anything?
Oh, there's nothing left. Oh, you mean like poop wise?
Yeah, poop wise.
Inside, no at the moment.
I'm gonna check onto the balcony because
It
that's
is
where I said
everywhere.
there- Oh. Okay, I'm gonna, using the paper bag that I brought the bread in with, I'm just gonna scoop all that poop up into the bag.
All right. It takes you about 45 minutes to clean the balcony up.
Oh boy. And
It's a lot of rats and a lot of poop in a very congested area.
can spend the time to just gather all that poop and waste, bring it down to the sewer pothole, open it up, and just throw it in there.
Sure.
And walk.
Sure, you can do that. The whole thing takes you about, again, 45 minutes for the whole trip. Cleaning it up, taking it out there, dumping it, and bringing it back.
It's just such a hassle, but they're so cute. And I'm just gonna go back to my bedroom, lay on the floor, put away my weapons, the scimitar, the new quarterstaff, my spear, all on the wall, and just head to bed.
Yep. You lay everything on the wall next to you and lay on the ground. Anything else the rest of you guys want to do?
I don't think I have much of anything except just go rest.
Alright.
I might send Quill to go take a glance around, see if there's anything interesting outside, but otherwise.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Give me a perception check for the bird.
Alright.
Should just be a wisdom check, unless it has a perception score. Oh, it does. That makes sense. It is a bird.
You don't see crap.
It's very dark outside, and despite the logic that, it's a raven, and you'd think it would have night vision, it doesn't. So it doesn't see much.
That's fine.
So, the rest of you guys kind of settle in for bed. Silas.
Yep.
As you are making your way outside, give me a perception check. All right. You make it back inside your room. As you make it head into your room, settling in for the night, you see a small piece of paper, folded up in the corner in the shape of a bird.
I'll walk over to it and open it.
Inside of it, you find enclosed kind of inside the paper, 5 small parchments. Reading over them, they look like they're tickets to something. Reading over the letter, it reads, "Hello. Rano tells us that you're a good bet. He bought tickets to an opera in a few days. It'll be in the C Ward. If you're interested, meet Mert at the intermission. He'll be in the private box C. Formal attire is required for the admittance." And the signing of it is it's signed with the letter H.
A letter H?
And I'll go
Okay.
ahead and copy this and paste this to you as well, just so it makes it easier.
Cool.
And yep, that's what you find.
Have people already started to settle down for the night? Like, are people already asleep, or are people
Yeah, most
still,
of your group is already asleep. Except rather than the tonight for that, it says a few days. So it'll be 2 days away.
2 days. Okay. I'll just put the note somewhere safe, and I'll head to sleep, and I'll tell the group about it in the morning.
All right. You get ready for bed, sleeping on the hard floor. All of you guys do find a night's rest. Any of you guys with exhaustion points, you are no longer have your points of exhaustion upon waking up. Illyri, since you went to bed first. You wake up pretty early in the
Mhm.
morning, since you went to bed relatively early.
Mm-hmm.
You find a small parchment as well. Laying tucked into your windowsill.
I'll go pick it up.
You go pick it up as you kind of tug on it a little bit. You feel something released from it and kind of fly away and leave the parchment.
A bird?
Do you open the window and look? Because you actually have like flaps, not like windows. So
Sure, yeah.
give me a perception check.
Nailed it. Wait, that wouldn't. I wouldn't.
It wouldn't be a
disadvantage.
disadvantage, that'd be a
anymore.
19.
Oh, cool.
Looking out, you see what looks like a small flying snake fly away from your window.
Mm.
Hey, this is a good morning. I can tell. Look at what's the paper?
Reading over it, it just says, "Want to be a part of something big? Speak to Davil Starstong at the Yawning Portal."
Do I know what that is?
The Yawning Portal is the bar that you met Volo in on the first night of the campaign.
Okay.
Place where you fought the
Okay.
troll and all that.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the paper downstairs with me.
Right.
I guess maybe make breakfast.
Sure. You guys head downstairs, or you head downstairs. Probably the first one awake, as you did go to bed before everyone else. You head down to find you weren't a part of the meeting, so there's pastries. That they have some cinnamon rolls that are left, bread, and then all of the other supplies that you guys had. And you can make yourself breakfast if you would like to. Would you like to attempt to use one of the cookbooks that was left behind? Or are you just gonna do it off of just common
We're
knowledge?
just gonna wing it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that survival check. At normal.
As soon
you-
as she
You make something, and you're just kind of scrounge up some of the meats, and kind of throw some bread around it. It's very good. Something that you learned
Nom,
from
nom, nom.
learned growing up. Something simple that you can just throw together.
Sweet.
as soon as she starts cooking, I'm gonna wake up because the hole in my floor connects to the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
you smell something. I didn't realize that's where the hole is. Yeah, you smell something being cooked in the kitchen through the hole in the roof.
I'm just gonna wake up and head downstairs.
You can do that. Are you making enough for everyone, or are you just making enough for yourself?
Oh no, I made enough for everyone.
Okay. Yeah, you guys find a spread of cooked sausages and meats, as well as some kind of easy to make stuff, just kind of thrown together.
Wow,
Can
this
I
all
have
smells
also
amazing.
Can
ahead.
I have also woken up early and gone to try to find my contact?
Sure. You make your way around the city. You have a contact in the city that used to work with you for all that stuff.
Yep.
You meet with a gentleman by the name of Juster Silvermane.
Okay.
Kind of you make your way or meet him at a building as he kind of initially introduces himself, kind of gives you a nod. So what are you looking for?
2 drow. we don't have their real name, but I know one. The name that we have for them is Felrecht Lafine. Have you heard? They're mostly in the North Ward. Have you heard anything about them?
Go ahead and roll. Does he have a ability on this? No, he doesn't. Boop, 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 boop. I'll give him proficiency. Why not? At the moment, I don't have any information on that. I apologize. I do have something that I could possibly use some help with, though.
What's that?
There's been as you know, a gang war that's been going on for quite a bit of time. We've offered some protection to members of the what's the name? Dung Sweepers Guild. And we're looking for a group that can meet with them over at the Mole Skull Tavern on the Ship Street in the Dock Ward at 6 bells and guard them while they work. If we do the jobs for 10 days, and it'll pay well.
How much?
We're looking at 15 gold per day per person. I
How
believe
long
your
is the
group.
guard?
I believe your group has 5 people, right?
Yeah.
So you're looking at about 75 gold a day for all of you for 10 days.
How long? Per day?
No, it'll be about 5 or 6 hours.
And what are they doing that they need protection?
Mainly cleaning up waste along the streets. It's mainly boring work, but we just need them protected. They've had a couple of incidents with gangs getting in their way and the gods giving them trouble and different things of the like.
Okay. You said that's at 6 bells?
Yes, it'll be at 6 in the morning.
Okay. I'll talk to my group. See what we can- If you do find out anything about this drow, let me know.
I'll keep it in my information and see if I can look into it for you.
Appreciate it. I'll head home.
You head home. When you arrive at home, you find that everyone else is woken up and there is breakfast ready.
Food. I have a potential job for us.
Well, work is good.
Do tell.
It would be 10 days of it. It's about 5 hours a day. It's protection. So there's some workers who clean up the streets. They've been being bothered by the gangs, you know, all the stuff going on. And they just need protection while they try to do their work. It'll probably be pretty boring, but it's easy money. It's 15 gold for each of us for every day. And it's 10 days.
Fair enough. I mean, that's good pay.
Easy enough. I think we could take it on.
Which time slot would this be in?
It's gonna
Is
be
this
at
early
6.
morning work?
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. I also have a potential job prospect, or at least I'm assuming. I found these tickets and a note in my bedroom last night, and I'll produce the note and the tickets as well.
Fine.
What are the tickets for?
Tickets to an opera.
Okay.
I'm assuming we'll have some kind of job offer out of this, so I think we should go.
Yeah, the note reads that you have tickets to an opera in 2 days' time at the Light Singer Theater in the C Ward. If you're interested to meet Mert, intermission in the private box C, and that former attire is required for admittance.
I mean, we'll
Alright.
need formal attire.
Tie.
Guess I'm gonna need formal attire.
Yep.
I'm dressed in rags. I don't think I'd be welcome there if I went with
Yeah, I
my
need to
usual
dress up
self.
too.
Well,
No,
Shopping.
I'm gonna hold up the note that I had on my
Okay.
windowsill and be like, I guess at some point while I was sleeping, someone left a note on my window.
So,
Something.
looking back at this situation, you're pretty sure what happened is that whatever this flying snake thing was trying to get your attention and at some point got its tail stuck inside the window.
Oh.
And with a natural one, you slept through the whole thing.
That's great.
oh no.
Aw.
Look, you
It
guys
left
don't
you
know
the
any of
parchment and
that.
flew off.
I know.
It's really confusing because I'm in the attic, but there was a note on my window.
Well, you have it's like not really. I guess it's not really a window. It's more like just kind of shutters that reach out to the roof.
Yeah. So I don't know what this is about.
And that note just reads again, want to be a part of something big? Speak with Davil Starsong at the Yawning Portal.
So many job offers.
Oh, can I try to? Do I know of a way to get a note back to my contact to say we accept the job?
You know how to reach him.
Okay.
You could go out and reach him the same way you did this morning, without a problem.
I want to just let everybody know that if we take this morning job, one of us is gonna have to stay home, take a day off, 5 days from now, because that's when our new tables and chairs get here.
Will we be able to just let him in? Or do we know what time he's gonna
He just the time frame he said he was gonna come in was just the morning, so
I mean, I can just leave Quill here.
yeah, that works. That works. Can
Yeah,
your
just have Quill here with the keys. The raven
Your
on his
bird?
shoulder, quarks at you.
your bird can open a door?
You can
he
carry
can hold
keys.
keys?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's more manageable. Well, I think that's settled. So, which job are we taking?
I think we can take all of them. We should probably head over to the Yawning Portal first to...
We might not want to try and take all of them because
Well, we don't know what the one for the opera is yet, so we can just go to that and find out.
yeah, let's think about all of them. Like, we should go to the Yawning Portal sometime to see this Davil's Star Song.
Well, I mean, if someone's taking us to the opera, they already spent money trying to get our attention. And opera is where like people who are like fancy and stuff go to, so they usually have money. Figure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go out and find formal clothes, and then we can go to the Yawning Portal.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
And while we're out, I'll try to leave a message for my contact.
Okay.
Easy enough to do. You can find formal attire. The formal attire that you do find costs you. It's a fine set of clothes. It costs you 5 or 15 gold per set. It is very expensive, but it is quite pristine.
Alright.
Larry hates this.
I'll subtract 15 GP from
pays
my
for it.
character sheet.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
it's
just get one set.
kind of well-made dresses, well-made coats. Many of them have working ins of precious metals and small gemstones into the buttons and into straps and different things of the like.
So, how much?
Illyria,
for
you're
a
looking
suit?
at this with kind of like a little bit of disdain, just kind of looking at how nice
Oh,
it
100
is.
She gets a men's set, 100%.
Like
Azra is so happy.
Even looking
How-
at the men's set of clothes, it's like looking at the
It's
cost
super
of it and
miserable.
looking at everything like that. You're like, why would you buy this over like a really nice axe?
Yeah.
Kind of
It's like,
always
I-
through your head.
Yes.
Wait, so how much for the suit?
15 gold.
Okay, each.
Yeah, each suit. Fine clothes are expensive.
So pricey.
But to be fair, this is also like it's not something that you're not going to be able to wear again. So
Yeah,
it could have uses later on.
maybe. Well, first we're gonna probably need a wardrobe to put all these afterwards.
I mean,
Azor
you know,
sees
first-
like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, man, first things first, you know.
While we are shopping for these expensive clothes, I'm gonna make my way towards the bakery.
Sure. Which bakery you're heading towards? The one you went to the
One-
day before?
Yeah.
Sure. What would you like to buy?
I'm just gonna buy 6 loaves of bread.
All right. Yep. Easy enough to do. 6 silver pieces.
More offerings for the rats.
And what are the rest of you guys doing after you buy your expensive clothes?
Outing.
You have
Grumbling
thorough
somewhat.
amounts of time to pout. You Ezra, you meet up with your contact kind of on the way. He kind of pulls you aside. You good to take the job?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and respond to this location. He gives you the meet them at the Mole Skull Tavern. I'll go ahead and write that down for you. Mole Skull Tavern on Ship Street in Dock. And just respond to me and I'll go ahead and give you payment for each day.
All right.
And you guys make your way back. Anything else you guys want to do on the way back?
We were going to the yawning portal, weren't we?
We're gonna stop in there to see if we can find this Dabble person and find out what they're offering.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure. So, you guys meet up with. Yeah, you guys head to the yawning portal. Upon making your way into the you make your way into the yawning portal. A familiar face greets you. The woman that you had seen the day before walks up to you. I believe that you're looking for Davil.
Yeah.
Oh, come with me. She leads you over to a back room, kind of tucked into the tap room. As you do this, you meet with 2 individuals. One of them is. Let me get their descriptions real quick. Actually, let's go ahead and toss it over the map. Map of Waterdeep. Oh, they already have one. I'm a scrub. There we go. That's a lot better. It's a lot bigger, but a lot
Oh
better.
hell yeah.
I'm a scrub. I didn't see that on the list. Let me go to the viewers so they can zoom out real quick. There we go. So, you guys meet up with them. That should be good for now. Inside this room that this half-orc leads you to, we'll go ahead and drop both of them on the map just for the fun of it. Where is the yawning portal as well? It's in the tavern. It's down here. If you guys can see where my ping is. Inside the room, you meet with two individuals. That's how you spell it, right? Yeah, it is. So I need to open something. There we go. One of them looking like this. And the other... Devil. Should also be a named NPC. There we go. So a half-orc man and a... half-orc woman and a half-elven man meet with you. Hello there. Appreciate you for responding so quickly. I believe that you've met my colleague before. As you look over and see Yagra, the woman who you helped out on the first day, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bar fight.
Yes. She mentioned that you were fairly effective at helping her out, so we wanted to reach out and see if you were in the mood to do some work, possibly.
What kind of work?
Well, we're looking for someone. Someone's been killing elves and half-elf sailors in the dock ward. 3 have been dead so far. Each one decapitated by the blade and left in the dead of night. We're trying to figure out who this individual is. We've been left it up to City Watch for a couple days now, and frankly, the City Watch is not up to the task, and could use a little bit of help. So, we just kind of need someone to look out for this individual, find them, and deal with the situation however you see fit. Killing the person, delivering them to the City Watch, either is fine with us.
Okay.
We're stationing someone else who can help you out. We know that they've been targeting elves and half-elves, so we have a man by the name of Helder who's willing to help out. He's willing to be a target, I guess, so to say. Basically, the situation is you'll meet Helder at the Mole Skull Tavern. He'll meet with you each night and walk the streets with you for a short period of time. You'll basically follow him for a period of time. And from there, just kind of keep hidden. Keep watch over him and make sure he's safe. And we can go from there. It should give you your target. He should come out eventually.
What do you guys
Okay.
think?
Sure.
We can-
Recalling the bounty on the 2 drow, the people that have been being attacked doesn't sound like the. Did we get information on victims?
You have not. There was no information on the victims. The
So I'm gonna kinda-
time frame does line up relatively around the same time.
That's
Not
what
exact same
Lord-
location as the location that you were given originally. You were given the oh no, it was the dockwards. Yeah, it was the dockwards where they were being targeted. There was
same
also
location.
a target for the northward as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna, I guess while we're here, bring up that bounty and see if they think it could be maybe the same thing.
It could be. Not entirely sure. Frankly, if it is, and it solves 2 birds with 1 stone, we're more than happy to pay our half, and you can turn them in. And get the bounty for
Okay.
it as well.
Just a thought.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Heath, Silas, and Brewster. What do you guys think?
I've got no objections.
Seems pretty straightforward, I would think.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, I appreciate it very much. And if you have any once you finish the mission, come and let me know. We'll be in the tavern. It should be fairly easy to find. I might not be here. However, if Yagra is here, she usually hangs around. It shouldn't be hard to find her.
Okay.
Is that starting tonight?
Well, if that's when you could start, then I'm more than happy to do it starting tonight. If basically if they just let Helden know if there's a complication with the evening and you need to take one night off and he can not show up for the evening.
All right.
We can find him here.
Mule School Tavern.
Mule School Tavern. Okay.
Same tavern that you were you had to meet for protection for another job.
It's our morning job is there too.
Okay. Sure.
Well, if all is according to plan, just let me know the situation. We can afford you a total of 50 gold per night if nothing happens, and a little bit more if something does happen and you can find out information from the situation. We can discuss that at a later date if something does rise up. We're not sure how long this will take, so we don't want to promise something and then it takes 16 nights and not be able to accommodate you because we've already paid you so much per day.
Yeah.
Fair.
All right.
Well, it's a pleasure doing business with all of you. My name is, as I gave her on the name, is Devil Star Song.
Pleasure formally meeting you.
And the pleasure's all
Nice to
mine.
meet you.
How'd you get a message on my window?
I have ways.
Okay. That's it.
It's all the information he gives you on that.
She's not gonna pry. She's just like, all right, sure.
Well, if there's anything else you need from me, just give it to Yagra, and I will be seeing you hopefully soon with good news.
Hopefully.
Maybe, yeah. All right.
So, anything else you guys want to do inside the tavern? Yeah, they go ahead and lead you out, and they lead you out of the small private room. As Yagra kind of goes back and she kind of plops down at a table that's kind of closer to where this room is. She kind of plops down and she's at a table facing the door. Looking over it, she seems to have breakfast on the table. Battle-Axe kind of sitting at the table next to her, and it just goes back to eating her food and watching the door.
Oh, on the way out, would probably be like, good choice of weapon.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Like yours as well.
Thanks.
Go ahead and remove them from the map. So,
Well.
what else do you guys want to do?
All right. Well, so we do have that opera thing we're still planning on going to, right?
But that's in a couple
Yeah.
days, right?
That is tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's not tonight.
Okay. So it's tomorrow
I
night.
think... Go on.
If it's tomorrow night, then does our job with them start tomorrow?
The protection in the morning starts tomorrow. The night protection, I think we can start it tonight, or we can wait.
Well, if it's tomorrow night, we're gonna have a conflict already.
The person did say that you can let them know if you're not going to show up the next night, but they did expect you to show up tonight.
Okay. So yeah, let them know that we have a conflict tomorrow.
We'll let them know tonight that we can't do tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the morning mission that's going to be the morning protection that's going to be for 10 days. You have the night that is going to be starting tonight. You can let them know if you can't meet. You have the opera tomorrow night.
And the morning and the night protection are meeting in the same place in the dock. In the...
Yep.
Yeah, in the dock ward.
It's on Ship Street.
Mulesol Tavern on Ship Street.
Oh, that's right by the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
This map makes everything easy to refer to things. That's so nice.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize it was in there. I was like, oh, it's right there. I'm a scrub.
Yeah,
And that also has your
so
location
here.
as well. You guys are up at the top on Troll Skull Alley.
Yep.
It's a ward to clarify. It's not just like one alley for you guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, up here.
Yeah, it's that Troll Skull Alley is it's the entire area here. It's the alley
Oh, I
between
see.
it's basically the area between all of the houses in that area. So it connects Seardon Street and Dezoran Street. And you guys are like right in the middle of it.
Okay.
And then if you want to know where the Black Staff Tower is if you look at the bottom left, like left of the market. It's down there.
Okay. Well, what time is it right now?
It's pretty early in the morning. You
So
guys
we
have gathered
can-
your supplies and everything. It's decently early in the morning.
We can head home for now and do whatever we need up there and then head down to the dock ward.
If there's anything we need to do up there, yeah. Other than that, I'd say we probably poke around the houses, the old houses and the
And the
place.
place that you need to go to for the show is the Light Singer Theater in the Sea Ward, which is west of your location at Troll Skull Alley. Trying to figure
Yeah.
out exactly where that is. Somewhere in here.
Oh, wait, where's our house?
Your house is north side.
Oh,
Right
okay.
here. Where the ping is right now.
Gotcha, I see it.
Is this
Don't
the
need to
theater?
s-
It's like the biggest building over here.
I don't think so, because that's labeled as like the Field of Triumph or something like that.
No, above that.
Oh. Let me zoom back in on my zoomed in map because I just zoomed out for chat. No, that is the House of Heroes. I'm trying to figure out where it is.
What shape
Uh,
is the theater, do you know?
What was that, sorry?
You know the general shape of the theater?
I do not.
Theater shaped.
I'm
There's
trying
a
to
few
figure out how much of
funny-looking
this
buildings.
do you guys see. You guys don't see individual house names.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see a round place on the street at the Singing Dolphin near Sighing Maiden's Walk.
Yeah, I'm looking through my detailed map because it has some of those places' names. That is
I
not
feel
the
like
location.
churches are weird shaped buildings too, so.
Yeah, that one's not it. Where the hell is it? You can find it. It shouldn't be easy. It shouldn't be hard to find. I just don't know why I can't find it because I don't think they have it labeled on the map. Yeah, I don't think it's labeled on the map. It doesn't look like it is. I'll look it up for the next session because we're probably not going to be hitting that until next session. So, anyways, so what are the rest of you guys doing?
Do we need to go home for anything? Does anyone want to do anything there?
Yeah, it's
Just
up to you.
dropping off the stuff we bought.
Fair.
Yeah,
that seems
I've got
reasonable.
like 6 loaves of bread in my hand, so just want to drop this off.
You don't want to carry this all day? You sure?
I mean, it smells good, but I are getting a little tired.
All right, yeah, let's head to the house.
Sure, you can do that. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Is it labeled down here?
What I googled just says it's below the market for some reason.
Yeah, no, it says in the text that it's in the Sea Ward, but when I read further into the text, it says it's in the Castle Ward. So
Yeah,
I
my
don't.
thing says.
Oh, I'll find
Right.
it. It's fine.
So
Oh.
it's right
It's probably
here.
in that little mix area, yeah.
Yeah, I'll look it up and find out where it is. That's fine.
Oh, sorry, I pinged the wrong thing. Right there is where my thing says it is.
Yeah, that says the Great Drunkard in my notes.
Yeah.
So don't know where that is. I'll figure it out. I'll look it up and figure out exactly where it is inside the city. It shouldn't be too hard to find. So, anything else you guys want to do with the day?
Are we gonna try to check some of the empty houses? Illyria, I think you said that you wanted to do that.
Yeah, or clean the basement, I don't care.
Guys can still do cleaning stuff. You can still do. You guys have no furniture in the house, so you can still look for beds.
We should consider getting
Do you guys
beds.
want to get beds?
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
fancy clothes,
Probably.
no bed. I don't
And
like
a,
that.
and a shelf with
Let's-
birds duck for birds duck.
For beds, we might be able to commission some from the bent nail. From Tally.
Sure.
We could go.
Put you guys on
commission
this
some
map since you
beds.
guys are closer to home at the moment.
Sure.
Okay, we can go check with him first, yeah. So let's go to the bent nail you called it?
Yeah, the bent nail. It's exactly as the sign looks like.
Oh. Well, I guess that makes more sense then.
I guess it's the one that's a sign that has a bent nail in it.
Yeah.
Guys, walk over to the bent nail. Aptly named, as there is just a sign with bent nail in the sign again. Walk in and you find Tally hard at work. Seems to be working on what looks like some chairs.
Hey, Tally.
Oh, good morning. I don't have your order quite ready. It'll be a few more days.
Yeah, it's no problem. We can afford the wait, but we're interested in ordering some beds.
Oh, how many you need?
5.
Money.
5.
5. Sizes? Are we looking at troll size? Are we looking at
Meat.
halfling size? Humans? What?
We're all
What
in
size?
here, right? Us size.
Yeah, a size.
Oh, all right. Let me see what I have. He kind of stands up from where he's working at his wood shop, heads into the back. I got those ready right now if you want them. It's just the frames. You'd have to find a place to buy mattresses. I can suggest a
Yes.
few places.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
thank you.
perfect.
Sure. If you want to, you can borrow.
Fancy
Just meet me out back. I can take him out of the back and load him up in the shop, and you can take him over.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds
Right.
good.
Do you have any small freestanding bookshelves?
I got a couple back here.
That'll work.
He meets you. You guys kind of make your way around the building, meeting at the back door over here. And he kind of has a fairly large, sizable cart that can be pulled by hand. Looking into it, he kind of kicks open the back door and holds it open. Kind of starts just handing you guys out sizable, like basically each bed comes into 4 pieces. 2 long bars for the sides of it, and each the headboard and the baseboard, or headboard and the footboard of it.
I can help him with it.
Yeah, if you all want to load up the cart, you can just take the cart. If you want to, you can just bring it back here. Each bed will be probably about 2 gold a pop.
I bought so many beds instead of fancy clothes.
I'll
Yeah,
pay the
we
10.
could've.
And how much for the bookshelf?
Oh, 5 silver. It's not much work.
Okay,
will
I'll
this
pay-
work? He kind of walks out with it. It's a pre-made bookshelf. It's only got about 2 shelves on it, and it's about 3 feet high.
I'm about 4 feet tall, so it's perfect for me.
Well, that works.
I'll pay him for it.
Sure. It might take you're looking over everything. It's probably gonna take a few trips with the cart, but
Yeah.
So it'll be about 10 gold and 5 silver worth for everything.
I'll hand it to him.
Oh, appreciate it. Is there anything else you all need? And I know that place has been run down for a while, so if there's any other furniture you need, just let me know. If I don't have it, I can put it on order for you.
Soon.
We're gonna need a lot.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
just let me know. I can help out with whatever you need.
Yeah.
I'll eventually need something.
You said you had some recommendations to get
Yeah, you start
mattresses?
Yeah, mattresses.
I'm gonna make the first trip.
There's a place if you head up north of here. There's a place that is it's owned by a sheep someone who's in league with sheep herders. You should have some wool mattresses you can buy. I don't think he charges that much. I think it's like usually a couple silver per. He's up on Tower March Street. It should be about 5 minutes north of here.
Okay. Could we borrow the cart for that by chance?
Oh, certainly. Just bring it back, and when you get back, just let me know that it's back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. I was also wondering if you had couch frames.
I could make you one. I can get some supplies together for the other parts of the couch of it. Why? That wouldn't cost too much. When do you need it by?
Anytime really. We don't have a set date for opening, so.
All right, I can have that ready. I should be able to have that ready by the same time as the furniture. It'll cost an extra like 5 gold per couch. How many do you need?
3.
All right, I can do that. Those I'll probably need some help with. Couches don't come in multiple pieces, but if I can just get some help walking it over and unload it from the cart, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I'll help you out once they're done. And I hand him 15 gold.
He happily accepts the 15 gold. Guys are going through your
Alright.
funds fast. To clarify,
Yeah.
this is all I'm all calculating this into the 1,000 gold roughly to fix everything as well. So
Yeah.
it'll bring that cost down when you guys go to do things like fix the floors and everything else like that.
Yeah. The floors are all wood, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask him, do you happen to work on wood flooring? I know that's a little weird.
No, I didn't. I can do flooring. How much do you need? Is it how big I can? It'll probably be easier for that if I just come and measure everything.
Yeah, it won't be right away.
Couch.
Yeah, when you bring the couch, maybe if you want to look around, it won't be right away, but eventually we're gonna need all the floors fixed up, I think.
Sure. I can do that. It'll be a couple days in hard work, but I can do that.
Yeah.
Might also have a spot that needs some patching.
Oh, there's a hole. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hole
Well,
in my room, so.
Just be honest, with the age of the building, it'll probably just be easier to replace the whole floor, so the hole really won't be a problem, because if you're replacing the whole floor, you don't have to worry about just a hole in the floor.
Oh,
All right.
okay. All right. Oh,
What if we start liking the hole in the floor and we decide to keep it?
I can happily cut a hole in the floor.
I don't think we're gonna want it.
Look, you never know.
mean,
You have to ask these questions.
A hole might be nice. It helps me wake up in the morning because the smell of.
Yeah, he wakes up every time someone
Yeah.
cooks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Pour
I
a bucket down on a
feel like you could get away with a smaller hole if you just wanted to smell, but, you know, each is a...
You know,
Considering the hole at the moment is like, it's like 3 feet by 3 feet wide, like, it's a sizable trip hazard. But, I mean...
You could
Well,
probably
what if-
jump in it.
what if
Yeah,
I
you could
want to
just come
poke my head down and
What if
say,
we get?
you know,
Can you make a
special order?
wooden pole, like a fireman's pole?
Possibly? I don't know if wood's the best thing to make a fireman's pole out of, because as much as you sand it after a while, splinters kind of start popping up, but
Ow.
you know,
Yeah.
treat it.
you probably
Yeah.
won't meddle for that, but I'm sure that the shop over there can help you out with that, if you need anything like that. Steam and
Let's
Steel is
think about-
Steam and Steel is they're pretty good workers.
Okay. Well, let's think about these polls and stuff after we've done a few jobs and earned
Yeah.
some money.
Like,
Well, let's get
I'm
these
sure they
beds home
can
and
for a good price.
yeah. Let's get these beds home and go get the mattresses before we have to work tonight.
Sure, it takes you guys about probably 2 hours to get the beds into place, get them nailed together, and get everything ready. But mattresses isn't much of a big deal. It only takes one trip. It's a gold for all 5 of the mattresses.
I'll pay it.
How much for the mattresses?
Stop
One
paying for all my shit.
A gold for all 5 mattresses.
It was just easier.
It's 2 silver per mattress, so.
You can pay me back later if you want.
You guys have five twin size beds for each person. Sizable roughly to around your height. For some of you, you're hanging off the edge a little bit, and for some of you, it's for the dwarf of the group, it's a little bit big for you, but
That's fine.
so
I mean, it's soft, so
you guys settle up, get everything
And
in
warm.
good position, and return the cart.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
After all of that, you're probably looking at around like 2 p.m., so like mid-afternoon.
I'll probably spread my bedroll down there. I'll get my books of Dwarven history and put them on my shelf.
Yeah. And the mattress as well, it comes with kind of like loose sheets. It doesn't have any blankets, but it has kind of something to put over the mattress just to make sure you're not sleeping on just the wool mattress.
Guys,
Oh,
we
yeah.
need blankets.
Bedroll.
Blanket.
They would sell blankets as well at the place that sold the mattresses, so you
I
could
suppose
get
blankets
fluffy
pretty-
wool blankets.
Do they have wolf blankets?
They don't have them there. That one's primarily sheep, but you could go try to find someone who's selling like wolf skin blankets.
Yeah, eventually.
I'm gonna get a
You
sheep
get a
one for now.
Nice quilted one, usually for about half a gold normally.
It's about 5 silver per nice quilted, and if you want the really nice blanket, it's around 5 silver. If you want the cheap blanket, it's like 1 silver.
I'm buying
Larry doesn't
myself a
get one.
nice blanket.
Yeah, nice.
Burzdick will look, think about it. He'll spend a silver on a cheap one that's gonna be okay.
It'll keep you warm. If you're wearing clothes, it won't scratch you up. It wouldn't be super comfortable. It wouldn't be super comfortable to sleep naked in, but it's function.
Bedroll.
Blankets. Okay, once we're done with that, I'm gonna make my bed and candles. We need lights soon, guys.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
you
we
can't
should. We should
I can
get some
see,
lights. Yeah.
but lights would be nice, especially for the tavern. People are gonna need to see.
Yeah, and not all of us have, really good eyes in the dark. Gotta think about us humans.
To be fair, dark vision doesn't really give you good night vision. It's just
No,
black
I
and
just
white,
see-
but
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna read in my dark vision. I want a candle or something.
Who reads?
Me.
Oh. I don't know. You guys
Candles.
get candles. My room's staying dark.
We've got like 3 scholarly people in our party. Gotta think about us readers.
sure.
I
Candles
think-
cost. How many candles are you guys looking for?
26.
26 exactly.
26 exactly. Yeah,
That's
that is a
26
good
copper
number.
pieces exactly.
See, look at that. Easy.
It's one copper piece per candle. So, you guys are
Each
looking for
candle-
like a box of 100 candles. It would cost you like 1 gold.
Oh, well,
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna buy the box of 100 candles.
Sure.
and I'm paying for it.
Sure, you can do that. You can buy the box of 100 candles, and they you can place them wherever you need candles. There's numerous places that, like, most of the walls do have slots for candles. So it's not a huge deal. Like, it's pretty easy to place them as you need them.
might
What's
need
the
some
average
polish.
burn time of a candle? I don't actually know.
It says it 1 hour in the description of it.
Oh, we definitely need 100 then.
7 to 9 hours? I just quickly googled it.
Yeah, D&D has a different candle rule. I think it is an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an hour.
Yeah. Look, Liv, we've got candles, and we've got tables and chairs coming, and some couches.
Candles give you 1 hour of dim light, or of bright light for 5 feet and dim light for another 5 feet. So 10 feet of light.
Okay. Oh, Liv, we're also gonna have the floors redone soon. Just so you know.
You can't wait for one candle to fall over. Yeah. Do you light a candle in the basement? Do I need to ask that?
No.
Probably a good bet.
No.
No.
I mean, it's a really quick way to clean it.
Yeah. It's got all the alcohol fumes in it.
Mm.
It has all the leftover alcohol and all of the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
all the also the completely spilled one that you guys have cleaned up, but
Yes.
so you guys get settled in. You get all your stuff that you want to buy around for bedrooms and stuff like that. You get your bookshelf set up. Anything else you want to do?
After I've done my room and stuff, light a candle, druidcraft, and I'm just gonna sit down and look at my book and just try to pore over the readable bits to see
Sure.
if I learn anything.
Sure.
Can't for the parts you can't read, the parts that were ancient or what the different ones, can I write those out for him so that he knows what they say?
Yeah, sure. Writing it down, kind of translating it into common. There's a couple words that don't really translate well.
Okay.
But reading over it as you're kind of reading it out, go ahead and give me a investigation check as you're kind of just looking it over. Both of you, as you're writing it down and kind of looking it over. All right. It's just a random, like, group of words. Like, as you're reading it over, it just doesn't make sense. Like, even as you're writing it out, like, every once in a while you have to look back and make sure that what you wrote out makes sense. Because it's just, sometimes it just feels like random words that you're writing out. Like, some of them are spells names or people's names, locations, random objects, random animals. It feels very random.
Well,
Yeah, you do
do
like,
with it what you will, but this
how
is
long
what
are
it
you going to
says.
spend on it?
Like,
How... Until we need to head down to the
Okay.
tavern.
So you're gonna spend until you need to head down to help out in the tavern at
Mhm.
Okay. So you spend a good 4 or 5 hours on it? I'd probably say about 4 hours. In 4 hours you get how hard go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. All right.
alright.
You work on it for a solid 4 hours, kind of pretty focused on your task. You get about, out of the 30 to 40 pages that they have, you get about 10 of them done. That's just for Azra, because she's just copying it down. That's just to see her focus, just to see if she can focus for a full 4 hours of just copying down text. So yeah, you get about 10 pages of the 40 pages done.
Text of nonsense.
Yeah, the text of weirdness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is what I got for now. I'll get the rest.
And the worst
Next
part
time.
about it is, like, every once in a while, it makes, like, almost a coherent sentence, and you think it's about to say something, and then it gets to, like, 3 verbs in a row, and you just get pissed off.
Stupid text that doesn't make any sense.
You're,
What
like,
are you, a
looking through it, and you're
spam?
like, on Horn Street, there's a bar, walking, running, talking, walking, and you're just like, son of a bitch. It almost made a sentence. So, you guys go through it. Anything else you guys want to do in the off period before you head down to the bar?
Illyria's gonna be in the basement cleaning.
All right.
Actually,
Yeah, you can get some of the basement scrubbed up and cleaned. What was that, sorry?
that's a big job. Berthick's gonna help clean the basement too, because that's a big job.
Yeah. You guys
figured
helping each other out, picking up
start it.
barrels, getting the booze that you have down there that is worth saving versus the stuff that you're just hauling off. Because you already hauled off a decent portion of it and poured out the barrels.
Yeah.
Between both of you, you guys get it pretty clean. You have prestidigitation, right?
I do.
Yeah. So yeah,
Nice.
between that and everything else, you guys get it to the point where it's pretty damn clean. And it's serviceable. It no longer smells like alcohol.
That's good.
That was
Let's
my
put a
main
candle
goal.
down
Yeah.
here.
Like there's still spots and places where the alcohol is burned into the stone and stuff like that over time, or like dissolved stone, but overall it doesn't smell like alcohol anymore, so it seems like it'd be a solid storage.
I'm gonna miss that smell.
Even in the summer down there, it's a decently cool space. It's not cold by any means, but it's a lot cooler than everything around it.
There's a very high percentage chance that in the very hot summers days, I'll be sleeping in here.
It's about like probably about 30 degrees lower temperature than your bedroom.
No, I can probably even, and if there's any stonework that needs to be fixed, if we can get some tools for me, I can probably just take care of it.
Oh, cool.
So, you guys spend your time doing that, and then you guys head down to the dock ward.
Before we leave the manor, I'm gonna toss 3 loaves to the rats.
All right, you toss 3 loaves of bread to the rats. It's gonna take them a while to eat it, so. 3 loaves
How
of
long
bread
until
might
they
be
get
enough
fat?
to the point where like you actually have overwhelmed their appetites, and there might be some left over for a little bit until they get hungry again.
How long
You
until the
know.
rats get fat?
We'll see.
We're gonna have to start rolling them
They're gonna
around.
be, yeah, they're gonna be like little bowling balls.
Gotta give them a training regimen.
Rats have very low what's the word I'm looking for? They're just gonna eat until they physically can't eat anymore. So
Yeah. Uh-huh.
they're just
Yeah,
gonna
you
keep
might have to
getting
put them on a
chunkier.
diet at some point.
Diet rats. They've gotten too fat. We need to put them on diets.
Gotta give them some workouts.
The
I
the
haven't-
rats can't fit into the walls anymore. We've solved our problem.
I had an idea for that text that doesn't make sense. Maybe we can go back to Rashal at the bookstore at some point and see if he can make sense of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But for now, I guess we should get to work.
Yep.
Yep.
And head off to the dock ward.
Sure. So, you guys start making your way towards the dock ward, trying to meet up with Heldar at the Moleskull Tavern, and we will go ahead and call it there for the evening.
Alrighty.
All right.
Mule Skull, sorry, not Moleskull. Mule.
It's really hard for me to say it.
It's not exactly a word that rolls off the lips or the
No.
tongue. Mule skull is not a great name for a catchy name wise. It's not a great
I don't
name,
know why.
but-
I don't have a problem with that.
So
I can't, like, I struggle with it. I've said it twice and I've messed it up both times, so.
I have a trouble saying task master when they're very as a back to back. I can never say it.
So, thank you guys who kept up and watched with the stream. I will be having... This episode will probably go up tomorrow on YouTube. If you missed anything, I'm also going to be putting up Wednesday night's episode on my YouTube as well. So stay tuned for that. If you need the YouTube, it'll be posted in my Discord. So pretty much everything you need lengthwise is in the Discord. So if you want to keep track of this campaign or the other campaign, we'll be back live on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Sothius the Guild Beyond, and we'll be back again for this campaign at roughly 6:30 Eastern Standard Time next Saturday as well. So stay tuned for that. We should have more announcements about more campaigns popping up here coming up as well. Not run by me, probably on different channels, but if you keep track of our Discord, then you'll be able to stay in touch with wherever those are being streamed. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank all the players for coming. Hope you guys had fun. And we'll be back again on Wednesday night and then next week as well for this campaign. So see you guys again next week. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
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 GG, guys.
Officers riding right by him.
Yeah, more than likely that was Ed's, but he literally jumped off his horse.
Look at all those people. Kingsley, add to the damn report who that feller is and that he's wanted for questioning as well.
Alright. I believe it's Teddy.
Caboose! Appreciate the raid. Shout out in the chat. How's the stream?
Kingsley, when we get to Telegram, I'll send a telegram to what say you got to let him know so he can get his way. Good idea. Send it to Jones as well. Why would she be upset?
Conversation with the senior deputy.
I'll see you fellers at the department.
Understood.